About to go live, show. We about to go live. You know what happens, show? You know what happens? I say loose. I say hype. 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 I don't know where my fight I can get on my mic. Blah, 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 blah. And then me, blah, 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 blah. Hey, yo, wait. Boo, da, blah, wait, blah, blah, hey, blah, blah, wait, blah, blah, ah, blah, blah,
It's the
blah, blah.
remix.
Shit.
Puff
I almost
Daddy.
killed myself. I
Oh
almost
my
killed myself on
God.
that one, bro.
Man, you can't be a rapper, bro.
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm mumbling, man. I can't be a mumble rapper. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
nah, I
Shit.
almost had an asthma attack.
Oh, words, bro. I don't know. That's how the kids do it nowadays. You know, mama way, mama high, mama suku saku sa. If you like it, then we die. I don't know, cause I'm fly. I got it in my eye, and they surprise. You know, shit like that. I don't know what they.
One little.
Yeah, you know, shit. You know, they told me that we are the world, show.
We are the world. We are the people.
That's right. Don't adjust your TV screen for everybody that is here, that is on time, and they see the toe, and they see the show, and they're like, "Hey yo, what's going on here?"
Friday,
like the viewers are tuning in and like, "Hold on, wait, am I late? Did they start 2 hours ago?" They're looking at the time like, "Nah, it's only been a minute and 30 seconds. What happened here? ¿Qué pasa?" They just like, is that next to toe? And this is what happens. Show seen the interview with Buff Bagwell, and he's like, "Hold on, wait, I want to be here." He thought we was gonna have Stable up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it's so good, baby, because tonight is Thursday night, and you know what that means, right, Show?
I sure do.
That's it.
What does that mean?
It means
it means you're here with us. My bad.
That's right. It means that the greatest wrestling podcast in the history of Thursday nights at 9 p.m. on a Twitch, on a fucking Twitter, on a Facebook, on another Facebook, on a YouTube, on a their tube, on where tubes, on cell phones, on computer screens, on TV screens, on hospital screens, on little monitors, on big monitors, on little wristwatch monitors, on the sunglass monitors, and virtual reality and reality on Pornhub, on YouTube, on OnlyFans, in the sky, on the ground, next to Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown is
it? That's right. He walked behind you.
You interviewed Charlie Brown too? Damn.
That's right, baby. We did it, baby. We made it, baby. We made it.
And it's over.
That's it. The best of 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 the best the best of 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 the best is here tonight. Tonight. And they still coming. And they still coming. Yo, known from coast to coast like butter and toast. The wrestling with knuckleheads. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're going to have to go to our correspondent Road Dog, because if you didn't know, your ass better call somebody. You feel me?
I damn sure do, brother.
Shit. I don't know how many times I got to fucking say it, but I'll tell you one thing. I'll say it every goddamn week.
Mm-hmm.
Right, pimp?
That's right.
Shit. And everybody else that's watching. Shit, we got Chelsea Clinton in this motherfucker. What's going on? Kenny, what's going on? Kenny from the Call Up in the building. The legend, the living legend himself, Kenny from the Call Up podcast.
You have blessed us with the greatest.
Yeah.
The Buff Bagwell of the show.
That's right. And then the other greatest upon greatest, the Pro Wrestling Podcast, Dave. They should have called him Swave because he's smooth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. You feel all you got to do is feel it. Right, show? Shit. We got some shit tonight that we got to talk about. We got some shit tonight. Now, I was not able to watch AEW Dynamite. I'm pretty sure y'all know why. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know why, you go to my channel, you go to the Call Ups channel, and you check on a little box, and that little box is gonna be titled "Conversations with Kenny," featuring Buff Bagwell.
The great Buff Bagwell.
You
Give
know what I'm
that.
saying? You know, Marcus Alexander Bagwell. We got a little interview with him going on. I'm not saying it's his best interview he ever did, but I'm saying it's the best interview he ever did with us. You feel me?
No. Any interview with the Knucklehead and Kenny
That's
is the
right.
best interview. The duo, man, y'all the dynamic duo, man. Y'all might have something right there. Y'all the dynamic duo of interviewing wrestlers, man. Y'all went real smooth, it was real nice. I really enjoyed that. Y'all don't believe me.
Yeah, man. Nah, this is what happened. We came on at 6:30, right? And I looked Kenny in the eye through the camera. He looked me in the eye through his camera, and I was like, I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. And he was like, you hit him low, hit him low, hit him low. And we was like, yo, let's go, let's do this, baby. And then like at 6:45, my man Buff Bagwell jumped in the building. He came in the building and it was over. It was over.
That's why I've been early, bro. Cause how this man is a legend. And he's on time. And fucking show is always late. Nah, those two ECAs back to back. I'm like, nah. If Buff
Yeah, man.
Bagwell's on time, I gotta put my fucking hat on and show up.
That's it. That's it. Put the foot down, show. I don't give a shit if I'm taking a shit in a gas station bathroom. I'm gonna be on.
I'm gonna be on like I did yesterday. I had a baby in one arm and a fucking phone in the other. I mean, it wasn't my best work, but I was able to hold it down till I got to the computer.
Word, my
like,
man.
I held it down for me, so we good.
That's it. And tomorrow, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a baby in one arm and pasta in the other arm and the computer in his face. And you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be there. We're gonna be there, and it's gonna be gravy. But tonight we got some shit to talk about, show. We got some shit to talk about, and I want your opinion on it because you are the outsiders of this NWO. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm the Kevin Nash.
You're the Kevin Nash and the Scout Hole because not only are you cool as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you.
But you know, we know why you're here. I mean, we know who you are, but we don't know why you're here. Okay. You know, but I want your opinion on the Cody Rhodes thing because there's news that he signed with WWE allegedly, and that he's gonna be showing up at WrestleMania allegedly. And I want to know your opinion on what you think it might be, because maybe you don't know the whole story, you don't know the twists and the turns and the history with him and AEW. You know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I still want to know your opinion because you're one of the guys that just watch wrestling, to watch wrestling, and we're deep in it. We're deep in it. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I'm excited. But go ahead, finish your question. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you.
No, it's all good. I'm just. Nah, I hear you. And then we're also going to talk about a post that the great Pro Wrestling Podcast, posted up about the comments of Ric Flair. Now, these are the comments. I'm going to read the post word for word, verbatim.
We listening.
Now, this is coming from Ric Flair. He goes, Bryan Danielson is no AJ Styles. Not even close. Bryan Danielson is very good, but he's no AJ Styles. Come on, it's a big stretch to say Danielson is any way better than AJ Styles. End quote.
I don't know if you're ready to talk about any of the topics. I don't know if you're naming them off, but that I'm already disagree. I don't know if whether to disagree or not, but you guys are gonna give me the insider because you guys know Daniel Bryanson from. I only know Daniel Bryanson from WWE, so I would agree. But you guys know Daniel Bryanson from was it ROH? No, or was it New Japan? It was from one of the two.
He's in ROH, but
there you go. So I know y'all knew him from somewhere where he was actually good, and y'all could compare him to AJ Styles.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. No, I hear you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that because I want to hear Gigi's opinion on it too. I don't think Lay's gonna make it onto the show. If he does, he's running late. If he doesn't, we out here Lay's probably gonna be in the chat, whatever. We always show support for Lay. What's going on, Hazel? What's going on, brother?
Hazel, how you feeling, bro? Listen, before you continue, I want to send out a big up to my boy Lay. He's a guy that's always here. He does about 3 or 4 shows with us, and
Yep.
he's usually on time, compared to me. So big up to him, man. Whatever's going on, give him his time to take his time off. I'm pretty sure I go through it all the time where I gotta look. Right now, I'm in the car, so
Yeah. Everybody, there's life to live outside the
we all
podcast.
got a little situation.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said there's life to live, and sometimes you gotta handle that. So we in here. We them ones, Lay. We them ones. And also, since we're gonna do shout outs, we gotta give a shout out to Mrs. Show because it's her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to Mrs. Show out there. You know what I'm saying? From the whole Nukkle HeDD network. That's right. Happy birthday to you. You know what I'm saying? And word. And Kenny's birthday passed and Gigi's birthday passed last week. Gigi wasn't here with us last week, so we're gonna say happy birthday to Gigi when she comes on. And yeah, man. And so first, I want to address Pimp. You damn right. If Sasha came on, it will be done. That will be probably the last interview she ever did because it can't top that. You know what I'm saying? When you got big sexy Kenny to call up and Toza Ramon in the building. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oozing with machismo, with machizo. You know what I'm saying?
Machizo. I like
with machizo. You can't get no better than that. You can't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. Yeah, Lay's good, Pimp. Lay's good, Pimp. He's just handling some business. He's handling some business. But yeah,
we'll let him know what's up, Pimp. We'll send them the love.
Burn.
GPS is too loud. Let me know, brother.
No, you good. So right. Also we got a question from Randy. Let's get the question going on here. All right, Hazel, no problem.
We can start it off with that. That's a question we can answer without nobody. We can answer that now. What he asking?
Toe and Show, how you feel about AEW yesterday, and how would you fix it in your opinion?
Damn, that's a damn question we can't answer. Shit.
Yeah. So, hold up now. Look at this. Gigi for the win in the building.
What's up,
Hold up, Gigi.
Thank you. I have a voice now.
Yes, finally.
So I'm gonna make up. I apparently, when I go on Instagram on my web browser here, okay, it doesn't show me the group chats. So all of us in our group chats, it doesn't show me that. It only shows me singular ones. That's why I end up sending the link to myself, actually to you, to send it to myself so I can click on it. Because no matter how many times I type it in, it says that I'm wrong. And I know that each letter that I'm typing in is the correct one. So I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And then to make matters worse, my ring light is...
Oh, shit.
And I have no idea because I haven't used it since the last time I did the podcast. I know that for some weird reason it was turning on by it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm on it." And I guess when I unplugged it, I killed it. So I'm a little dark. It's a little gloomy here, dark and gloomy in the city of Gotham, in the city of Gigi for the win.
That's it, yo. We got the Gigi for the win merchandise out there.
Hey, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get a half for you. That way, at the bottom of the rim, since we only see the bottom of the rim, is gonna say for the win.
That's it.
Nice. That'll be dope.
I'm looking into the merch.
Word. Nice.
Dude,
what's going on, Gigi?
amazing podcast that you have with Kenny and Buff Bagwell, sir. Good shit.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yo,
over here like doing shit.
Yo, I'm all right. Yo, little secret. I'm not gonna lie. When he was talking about Jake the Snake Roberts, I was like, there, T running down my cheek, and I was trying so hard to not show it on camera. So I was like, yeah, and I put my head down. I tried to wipe it without no one seeing it. I'm like, all right, cool. Then
I'm gonna go back and be like, there it is.
I asked Kenny, and Kenny's like, I was looking at him talk. I was like, good. So everybody was looking at him talk. But I got an exclusive story from him before the podcast happened. He said he was gonna mention it, but he went off, so he didn't get a chance to mention it.
And I'm surprised you guys went longer than an hour. So I was like, wow, okay, that's dope.
Yo, if Kenny didn't cut him off, like we would have went all night.
Kenny was tired. You could tell. He said, "Yo, my man, you talking too much." I was dying. I was like, "Yo, Kenny, help me hit the end button on him and everything."
Kenny don't.
Yo, when Kenny turned off his camera, I did. Why the fuck you kick him out? I was like, Jesus.
I didn't even give the man my phone number, Kenny. God damn.
Right? Shit. Yeah. So he gets on.
I'm tired.
Right? But he gets on. He gets on at like 6:45, right? So we're mingling before 7:00 hits, and we're talking. I'm telling him how I met Kenny and I was honored to be on here with him and all that other stuff, and how I grew up watching him. And he talks about him being paralyzed in the ring. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so he was saying that what happened was that he fractured a disc in his neck, and it made one of the nerves swell up. So when the nerves swelled up, it shows the sign of being paralyzed. And he was legit paralyzed and all that other stuff. And when he made it to the hospital, the doctor tells him, after they send the scans, he's like, "Yo, sit up, bro." And he tells the doctor, like, "Are you fucking crazy? Like, I'm paralyzed." And he winds up sitting up. He's like, "How the fuck?" And the doctor explains to him that it was the nerve. So he's like, "You're good. You're lucky that this happened to you. Like, you do have to rest your neck, but you're lucky, you're good. Yeah. You're not paralyzed and shit." So he's like, "Oh shit, so God's fucking with me. So if God's fucking with me, I gotta fuck with someone else." So he gets the doctor to get him a wheelchair, and the doctor wheels him out of the room, and he's like this. And when he gets to the lobby, Sting, Ric Flair, Rick Steiner, Lex Luger, and Scott Steiner are in the lobby, and he just pops out the chair and says, "You motherfuckers can't hurt me, bitches!" And he's like, "I'm buff, baby," and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Yo, he scared the shit out of them, bro.
That must have been the best rib he probably pulled on anybody right there. Yeah. That answers the question 100%. Thank you, Buff Bagwell. We appreciate you. That's funny. Wow.
Yo, and I told him, I said, "Yo, if I was there, I would have went to your doctor and said, give me whatever the fuck you just gave him." Because he went from being paralyzed to being this dickhead. I need that shit. Word.
Yo, talking about neck breaks, add Biggie to the list, because I wanted to ask Ben about Biggie.
Yeah. We definitely talk about Biggie, because that was a vicious fall that spike that he took on his neck. But Pim, was I nervous interviewing him? No. All right. So this is what happened. I was nervous because he calls up Kenny and he's like, "Yo, I got the link, but for some reason I can't see you guys." So he's in that room where you have to press OK and it comes in here, like it comes into the where we could put you on and shit. Can you hear me, Gigi, or no? I think Gigi's froze out.
I can hear you. You good.
Okay. All right. So, like, he's on the phone. Oh, hey, all right. There she goes. Yeah. I hear you, Gigi. I feel it. So he calls Kenny, and Kenny's like, "Oh no, you have to press this." And once he calls Kenny, butterflies. I'm like, "Oh shit, this is really gonna happen." Because I don't count my money until I get paid. So I'm like, "Oh shit, this is gonna happen." And he gets on, and you just see the black silhouette of him because the web camera is tilted backwards. So some dude's helping him. He turns on the bathroom light, and I'm like, yo, tilt the camera more towards you so the light can catch you so we can see you. He tilts the camera, and he's like, this is a lot better. All right, motherfuckers, I'm buff and I'm the stuff, and I'm here to take your fucking girls. How you assholes doing? And after that, I was completely fine.
Yeah.
After he did that shit, the nerves was gone. I was like, this motherfucker's real, son. I was like, we got buff fucking Bagwell in the building.
Yeah, he's cool, B.
Yep.
He ain't no douchebag.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
I was so amazed with. If I was Buff Bagwell, like, I'd be like, yo, I don't want to, like, yo, who's that? That's not Brian Gumbo. I don't want to see nobody.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, cool dude.
Nah, awesome, man. I appreciate it. Made me last night. That's crazy.
No, for real. Jason over here, Buff gave some training advice to the gym school. Now Toe look muscular. Yeah, man. You know what the crazy shit was? Gigi, did you hear any part of that?
Not a damn word. Listen. So my day started very shitty. All right. I woke up late. Well, I woke up late to take my daughter to school. Came home, took a nap, woke up late from my nap to go to work. Was like, fuck it, I'll go to my bodega and get coffee. And wait, are you guys, am I frozen again?
No, I can see you. You're moving. Everything's fine. Moving. Everything's fine.
Okay, because I see you guys frozen on my screen and I'm freaking out. Okay.
Oh, no.
So let's see. Right.
Yeah, you're good.
So let's see. I'm gonna go to my bodega. Get me a little cafecito. Went to my bodega. My bodega is locked. All right, it's locked down because they're renovating it. I was like, well, fuck it. All right, guess I'm not gonna have my morning coffee. Then I start walking to the train station. I'm not looking at what's going on, and here comes a big ass bus splashing into a puddle of water. And guess what? I end up taking another shower. Because of the BS6 bus. Shit. That's right.
Wow. Oh.
That's right. Let's see.
Oh man.
Surprise.
Then I had and then I had some mentally ill customer earlier today, and he decided to yell and scream at me, and I don't know why. All I was trying to do was help, and then he was like, "You're not doing your job," and I'm like, "I'm trying to help you, but you won't let me. What do you want from me?" Oh man. So then I'm like, all right, cool. I get home at a good fashion time. I got my bottle waiting for me. I got that. I got the pizza on deck. I said, I'm not cooking. It's pizza night. Cool. Take a shower, jump on, get on here. Wi-Fi is acting up. Ring light, still not.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. I can understand if it fell. I can understand if a little fuse went, but nothing. It has not been turned on for about 2 weeks, and now it's dead. It's dead. So and here we are.
I swear to God.
We are. Hopefully, none of this shit acts out.
I swear to God, she's gonna try it after the show and it's gonna turn out. She's like, this motherfucking piece of shit.
Yo, no, you want to know what's crazy? I thought I was bugging. I was like, nah, maybe it's the plug. Maybe it's let me try a different outlet. Moved it to a different outlet. Nope, still not working. All right, let me put it to my phone my laptop that has an extra USB cord, a little thing that I can just plug into. My mic was fine, my camera's fine, they're all on, so I know this shit is working. Put it on, nothing. Just put it on to this other outlet behind me, nothing.
Damn, man.
I can't see it, but I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna kick it.
Damn. So. Oh shit! The Wi-Fi afraid of her show? Word, bro. Yo, Walter, you gotta ask the magician himself, Kenny from the call up. He's the one that got the interview with Buff. Apparently, his phone number is on his Instagram account, and if people going through some stuff, they're welcome to call him. And like any human being, he's not like available all the time. So life happens to him also, but he tries to talk to people and help them go through whatever they're going through and all other shit. Out of respect, I haven't hit him up. I let Kenny be the middle guy, but Kenny has sent all of our well wishes to him and the thanks for being on the show, and how everybody liked the show, and hopefully he'll come back on and shit. But yeah, Kenny's the one that hooked all that shit up, and that shit's dope. That shit actually gave me some some feeling like if we did some more of this shit, like we could be this shit could be the best. So a little tip, right? So since Show and Gigi are having issues with the connection, I'm gonna give you some insight. All week, I was watching Show's podcast. Not Show, Buff's podcast that he did with other interviewers and shit. And I got this tip from Kenny. Don't tell him I told you this. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Don't tell him I listen. Don't let him know I actually listened to his advice. So I'm watching other podcasters interview Buff, and I know Buff. When you ask him a question, he answers it fully, right? He'll give you a story. It's entertaining. This is what I gather from every time somebody speaks to him. But I notice people, like, when he's speaking, they listen to him like this. And, like, he's speaking, and, the energy is whatever Buff gives you. And, there you go. All right, so the energy is whatever Buff gives you. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, we knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? We're knuckleheads, and we give the real, like, we're fans first before anything else. Like, Kenny's already used to dealing with megastars. He had Mickey James on his podcast. If you didn't know that shit, go check it out. One hell of an interview with Mickey James. And so he's already one of them. He's one of the boys. So I'm new to this. So I wanted to well, first off, my energy was already up there because I'm excited that Buff was there, but I wanted it to be fun. I wanted him to laugh just like we would, and I feel like we accomplished that shit, and that was the goal. So like I said, don't let Kenny know I took his advice, but I studied the competition, and I found out how we could make it different, and I tried to make it as different as possible, and I think me and Kenny did our thing. So all right, so Gigi just beat up the light. Woo,
I have no idea what you saw. I have no idea what's going on. Steve, wherever you are, go fuck yourself. Stop fucking with me. Leave me alone. Just because I didn't show up last week because I wasn't well doesn't mean you get to fuck with me double hard this week. Okay, we don't do that. Leave me alone. I've been enough already through the month.
Word. What's going on, Flocka? Word.
I lost my page earlier this month. You want to act up now? I'm over it.
Word. Fucking bullshit.
I got you.
Yeah, for real. So, Gigi,
I'm listening to you. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. What happened? Talk to me.
So one of the things I wanted Buff to do was give like advice to the young kids, or something to help them get through any tough times they have. And he already did it before I can ask him to do it. So one of the things is always stay positive. Wonderful. So for Gigi right now, when you're going through all that, be positive, Gigi. Be positive. I look at the face. Look at the face. It's easier than, but this is coming from Buff. It's not coming from me. It's coming from him, not from me. Be positive. So
I'm over here. I'm gonna take care of my mom duties that I gotta take care of right now, because that's the only positive thing that's happening right now. You there's a positive thing. She's a positive thing too.
Yeah.
The stupid light right over here is not a positive thing though.
Hey, at least you get to break it now and not have to worry about
being broken. Wait, maybe if I did that, like what Latinos say, if
true.
It doesn't. It's like,
yeah, right. Russian components, American components, all made in Taiwan.
You think if I lick the wire part out of you know what? Let's not show. Why are you that loud in my ear, bro? Like, That was
Everybody's
I'm scared.
everybody's having an
What?
issue
I'm just
today.
gonna handle my mom's thing.
Word. Instead
I
of
don't
for it
know.
being called
I'll be BRB guy.
all right, all right. Especially instead of for it being called Wrestling with Knuckleheads, this show should be
Damn,
called
now
Wrestling with Life.
Ditto.
It's all right, Gigi. Don't worry. We got your, at least we got your cam
Apparently
here.
so.
You know, life is fucking with everybody today.
Something.
Word. But yeah, man. So that's what the goal was, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, as soon as my man started and showed us buff in the beginning, my nerves left, and I saw Kenny look to his kid like he was about to be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." And when he looked to his kid, I was like, "There goes my opening." I was like, "Yo, so do we call you Mr. Buff or regular Buff?" He's like, "Yo, fuck that shit, man. You call me Buff, man. I ain't no Mr. Buff." So that helped out a lot. But yeah, man. So we had to represent. We had to represent for the knuckleheads out there.
That's dope. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
What? Is it not? I'm still listening.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
I don't know. I thought she was saying that's dope because something happened and she was about to break something.
I'll leave it semi-open.
You all right, show? All right.
No, I'm just saying your story is.
Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, so that was what it was.
It's the most professional podcast ever.
That's right. And yo, he cursed at us before anybody else could curse. So I was like, there you go. Now I get to fucking curse. Because I never really curse. So when I get the chance.
Since when? What? This is news to me. What?
When I sleep, I don't curse.
Heavens.
You cursing your sleep.
Man, leave Steve alone. Hey, really quickly, before my internet service decides to fucking be wonky again, I definitely want to thank you to Toe for sure, La Flaca, and one other individual, actually 2 other individuals that went ahead and sent me some amazing gifts for my birthday. I was not expecting anything from anybody. I truly love it and appreciate it. I just want to go ahead and just kind of, it's like a little haul, a birthday haul that I have. It's not a shopping haul. It's gift haul, I guess you want to call it that. I want to start with La Flaca's personal gift, which was dope as fuck. And I'm definitely going to be using it tonight for sure. Just give me a few, all right? And I'm trying to still get my life together. Because, my light Steve don't want to work. My internet don't want to work. Fucking Steve is fucking with me. But this shit had me in tears. This was dope. This is Gigi. Gigi loves wrestling. All right. Gigi doesn't kill people that you don't know of. Gigi is smart. Be like Gigi. Don't be Steve.
Facts.
Don't be Steve.
Facts.
This is by far the most cutest thing I have ever had. I will be using the fuck out of this mug. Be more like Gigi.
That's right.
Don't be yourselves. Don't be yourself. Don't be more like me. No, be yourself.
Especially when the Jameson is in the cup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Jameson is going in the cup, but in the meantime, it's still going back in the box. All right. My luck today, I ain't trusting it. I ain't trusting it at all.
I hear you.
That's funny. I also received this from a wonderful friend of mine, and it's great because I love collectibles. I love Funko Pop, and this is Spider-Man.
Nice.
This is awesome. I kind of want to take it out of the box, but I don't. But I am. I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to. It's collectible. And I get very weird with my collectibles if it's like one of those only available on Amazon or Amazon exclusive or Walmart exclusives or FY exclusive. I try to not take it out of the box because I know that the value of it is going to be absolutely amazing later on in life. But I'm a person that collects things. I don't really sell things back into the market because I just fucking love them. I love to have it. But this is my new little Spider-Man bobblehead.
That shit is dope. That shit's dope.
Spider-Man does what Spider-Man does. So this is my awesome new little Funko Pop. Thank you to the gentleman that got it for me. He know who he is.
Word.
Let's see.
And it wasn't fucking Steve before anybody says it.
No, Steve would have sent me a router. Okay, he would have sent me a broken router because he's a dickhead like that.
Word.
Fuck you, Steve.
Yeah, fucking Steve.
We also got 2 more Funko Pops, which is cool. I got a Rey Mysterio Funko Pop as well. Ooh. Very awesome. And this is actually also this one touched my heart and soul. Like I almost cried when I got this one, and you'll see why. I got the Razor Ramon.
Oh shit!
Funko bad guy, and this actually is in a protective cover. Hey yo, I'll be there in a second. Keep washing behind your ears and your butt. And don't wash your feet. You don't want you to slip and fall, mommy. I'll be there though. Just give me 2 more minutes. All right, I got you. I got her. Yeah. She's good. Listen, she's about to be 7. All right. She's not a baby. I didn't leave an infant by themselves or anything like that. Okay? Right. Y'all see her, okay? Y'all see her. Yeah. Let me live. Yeah.
She's smart enough to know that I'm never gonna get my hair back. So
exactly, she's smart enough to know that. But here is the awesome hey yo, the bad guy here. Hey yo, man,
that's just dope.
Fucking ring light would have been amazing right now to see the fucking details. Stupid ring light,
word.
But amazing detailing. They actually got all his chest hairs with his gold chain. You can't even see it, so fucking light. But definitely one of the most amazing. Hey, give me a second. Amazing Funko Pops that I received for my birthday. Let's put this bad guy back in the box. Which man, it's such a sad thing. I know last week you guys had the Scott Hall podcast and everything like that. I was watching a lot of his old school videos of him being in WCW and WWF before it turned to WWE. There was just so many historical moments. He was a reason why there was a massive change in the wrestling industry. Yep. God, he's such a fucking great soul. And then of course, Toe, I got your gift, and I had to say, the best for last. I mean, I would have said Razor for last because that's technically the best for last, but I make an exception because you my friend. Please wait. I'll be right there. Thanks. What we got? Viva. I got my own mini Eddie Guerrero wrestling buddy. That's what this is dope. Look, he even got I'm mad he ain't come with the shirt that says Latino Heat, but you know what? We can make one for him. We're gonna make a little 41 shirt for Eddie Guerrero. I'm gonna make a miniature size one for him.
Like you gotta get the baby one.
I'm gonna get the baby one. I'm gonna get the preemie one. The preemie. Yeah. He's a preemie.
There you go.
He was definitely awesome gifts. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for all the gifts and the love. It really made my day that much better. Thank you to everyone. Brother Lamar, who is a whiskey specialist and got me pretty drunk on whiskey in the day of my birthday. I mean, I had 25-year-old whiskey. I had 50-year-old whiskey. He said, you are not allowed to drink Jameson tonight because we got a lot of better things than Jameson. And he was just getting me fucked up. It was all good, all great, all fun. But on that note, I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I still am on mom duty. So yeah, BRB. BRB. All right, there we go.
There you go. And
Yo,
you know,
so
yo,
can you do
what
me a
up?
favor?
What's
Can you
up?
flip the camera with us?
Can I what?
Can you flip our cameras?
What do you mean?
Put me in her spot, like in
Was the water cold? Okay, it was getting cold.
You want me to move your camera to where to the top?
It was
You said?
cold for me.
All right, I think that's what he wanted. So there you go, everybody. But yeah, man, those some crazy. Those some dope gifts. I don't know what Chill's saying, but yeah, those are some dope gifts. I thought the Eddie Guerrero would be a little bit bigger, but yeah, that's dope. The show is faxing apparently, but man, he got the Tesla, so you know, it does everything that Tesla, except for giving Wi-Fi.
No, you did not.
But
you did not wash your butt.
But yeah, man, some dope gifts there, and well, we got to figure out what's going on with show. Gigi's Wi-Fi is keeping up, so that's dope. Show just boogied, but yeah. So I didn't get to see Dynamite yesterday. Yep. Oh, and Pro says that he feels bad now that he didn't get you nothing for your birthday. All right, yo, show you back now. Is this what you wanted?
There's still time. The month is not over.
That's true, bro. The month is not over.
that's what I wanted.
Oh, okay, all right. So show. Yeah. Let's get into all right, the Ric Flair comment. Let's get into the Ric Flair comment before you lose service and all that other stuff.
Perfect.
So what do you think about Ric Flair's comment about him saying that Daniel Bryan's nowhere near AJ Styles?
Like I said, I'm not gonna argue with him because I didn't get to see Daniel Bryan at his best, but I have seen AJ Styles, and I wouldn't be mad with that comparison. AJ Styles is one of the greatest. AJ Styles is like a mini Shawn Michaels. So comparing him to Daniel Bryan is not a bad thing. I'm guessing it's all a matter of opinion once you got two great athletes great wrestlers like that.
Yeah.
But maybe you could fill me in a little more. Maybe you know a little more about Daniel Bryan, the good part of him, not the broken neck one.
Well, all right. So here's the thing though. Lay and Gigi will probably be the best to talk about Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson from Ring of Honor and outside WWE, because I only knew him from WWE also, but from being a student of the game and watching things, I can see Daniel Bryan is a good technical wrestler, and like Pro said, they have different styles, and but also it's almost like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, right? AJ Styles, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson. Where Bryan Danielson would be Bret Hart with the technical ability and being able to wrestle with anybody technically and all that. But AJ Styles is multifaceted. He can chain wrestle, he can grapple, he can do submission moves, he can high fly, and he could be in there with the best of them, with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And my opinion, when it comes to the full package, the total package of the show, it was just like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Like the pure wrestling fans loved Bret Hart because of his wrestling style, but the people who love wrestling for entertainment love Shawn Michaels. Where AJ Styles is not only a good wrestler, but he's also an entertainer, and he did something that most people don't do, and everything that he does is his own original move. Like he throws elbows differently. Whether it's the springboard elbow or the little elbow that he does when the guy's sitting down, everything he does is something totally different. There was one time I'm seeing him right before he joined the WWE. He's in the independent circuit, and he tries to do a springboard, and he legitimately fucks up the springboard and falls off the rope. The next week, because in this independent, they had weekly shows. The next week, he goes to do a springboard. He wipes down the top of the rope. He jumps halfway up and stops and says, "No, fuck that." And he goes and he doesn't do the springboard. The week after that, he wipes the rope, he jumps on top of the rope, and he just like jumps down. He's like, no, I'm not doing this, because it's almost like he's playing into the fact that, he fell and he don't want to fall again. And then, like the fourth week, he wipes down the rope, he does the springboard, everything works out good, and he's just sitting there like, oh, I did the springboard. He incorporated a technical fuck up that he did into his story of him wrestling. And just that part alone, like the little psychology that he does when he does his wrestling and how he incorporates everything into into his matches, I think is above all. So for me, I would say that AJ Styles, in my personal opinion, is better than Bryan Danielson because he's multifaceted. But I can understand either argument, and just as a pure selfishness, I would agree with the Nature Boy. But I can understand if you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking who has better moments, AJ Styles. Yeah, AJ Styles did have some good moments. But I would agree with the Nature Boy show. Well, yeah. Well, remember, Daniel Bryan had the WrestleMania Me Too movement. I mean, not the Me Too movement, the Yes movement. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I would definitely agree with the Nate. But also, I'm not the type of person that's just gonna follow somebody's if. Hey, how you doing?
Okay. Now they see you. Now they hear you.
Hey guys.
Hi.
You need to do all that. It's fine. They're saying hi. Look, they're waving at you. Here, you wanna? Here's the earpiece. Now you can hear them.
Hey.
But if they say any bad words, pretend like you don't hear them.
That's right.
Good. It's too big for you, baby. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ric Flair said that AJ Styles is nowhere near Daniel Bryan's status?
All right.
Or the other way around?
The other way around. But this is the actual saying. He goes, Bryan Danielson is no AJ Styles. Not even close. Bryan Danielson is very good, but he's no AJ Styles. Come on. It's a big stretch to say Danielson is in any way better than AJ Styles.
That's hard to say that because I feel like both of them are on the same level. Jay does. I don't know. It's so hard to say because the thing is that with Bryan Danielson is that at one point we were very extremely limited to having no day. Now we're getting an abundance of Bryan Danielson because he's back in the ring. We didn't think he was going to be back in the ring. He was probably the only wrestler, in all honesty, that had a broken neck and actually returned back to work full time.
Yeah.
Stone Cold had a broken neck, but he only came back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, to say that, I feel like a little bit unfair because, again, we didn't have. There was a moment where we didn't have Bryan Danielson overall. Sorry, baby. To say that's bullshit. AJ can tell phenomenal, all puns intended, storylines with almost anybody. He can, and the same goes for Bryan Danielson. They're both great storytellers. They're both great wrestlers. They both had amazing moments.
Yeah. All right, so her connection.
Fucking A. Are we good? Am I good?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know if you can hear me, you can see me. I'm not doing one of those. I'm still blinking. Sorry, I was still blinking. But I just I don't know if I can completely agree with the Nature Boy. here on this one. You know, I think he's a little biased. You know, I reason why I say he's a little biased is because if you really think about it, Flair worked with AJ prior to him ever working or who Bryan Danielson is.
True.
You know, he worked with AJ. So I feel like he's a little because he's worked with AJ prior to working with Bryan Danielson, and he scoped AJ. I mean, for a minute, AJ was coming out in Ric Flair robes. He was Ric Flair's protege.
Yep.
So
like, the Miz.
comment that he right. So I feel like that comment, he's being biased, AJ.
Yeah.
You know, and he shouldn't be, but reality is that he is.
Yeah.
You know, and I swear, I honestly do believe that had they been on the other foot, where he would have worked with Bryan Danielson before AJ, he probably would have said the same thing backwards. He would have said Bryan Danielson is a better worker than AJ Styles. He's biased sometimes. Old men are like that. They're their own kind, especially ones that he felt like he helped create in this wrestling business. AJ was great. He was phenomenal, of course, and all of that. But it's when he was with Flair where he actually kind of leveled up a heel character. So I think that, you know, I can't fully agree with this statement, but I see why he would say that. But again, he's biased.
No, yeah, it's true though, because he was on you remember the roundtable talk on the network where they had like the three. He spoke to I forgot who he was speaking to, but he was saying, he's like, the WWE is the best company. What am I going to do down to Florida? Like, they ain't doing shit. And then like a year later, him and Hogan are in fucking Impact. You know, he made mention to them not being nothing, and then now he's in Impact and shit. You know,
sounds like he's taking. Sounds like Cody Rhodes is taking a page from his book.
Word. But yeah, all right. So Walter mentions that if it wasn't for Chris Benoit, there wouldn't be no Bryan Danielson, which I can see that. And it's kind of like if there wasn't a Dynamite Kid, there wouldn't be a Chris Benoit, because they do, you know, complement each other's styles. But the one thing that AJ Styles has over Bryan Danielson is AJ Styles did bring TNA up on his back. Like, he was the poster boy of TNA, and Bryan Danielson didn't have that opportunity for a company the way that AJ Styles did. But Bryan Danielson did have some major shit going in the WWE. He did change the at least the aspect of the WWE for a little while. You know, letting the little guys be the champions. You know what I'm saying? But you know, with the Yes movement and the WrestleMania shit. But just, you know, just in my opinion, I think AJ Styles is the better wrestler, but I give respect to both of them. They, like I said, we made mention to it. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. You know?
He does not like.
No,
but
it says kill. No, I'm making Riley.
Yeah.
No,
kill
people.
Good.
I don't kill people. Do I kill people? No, I don't kill people. I might want to kill them sometimes. I might want to squish them to little pieces.
Since Gigi brought up Cody
like
Rhodes,
how Kat does when she's like, "Good night,"
that is gonna be the next
and then she was like,
"Yeah, I'm listening. I'm all here. I'm here and I'm here." So Gigi is smart.
That is gonna be the
smart.
next topic.
I'm very smart.
And
like.
all right, so the deal with this is that Cody Rhodes leaves the WWE because he's tired of doing the Stardust shit, and he thinks that he's better than Stardust, and he actually did promos as Stardust and as Cody Rhodes. He would address them separately, like they were two different personas. I actually seen him do interviews like that. Like, he was Stardust as an interview, and he was Cody, and he would think they would be two separate entities. But then he leaves. The famous soundbite. Now you know Gigi's getting real. Now you know Gigi's getting real.
Did that purposely. I did that.
Yep. Gigi's like, we got some real shit to talk about. Glue, 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 glue.
Partially, we're still waiting for parties. All right.
That's true. Yeah. So then Cody Rhodes leaves.
We should on the mug DG whiskey.
Yes. So Cody Rhodes leaves, and he does the independent circuit, and he shows that people can make money outside of the WWE in the independent circuit. He gets with the Young Bucks. He gets with Tony Khan. Fast forward, they create AEW. They sign Jericho as their first talent. The rest is history. Now the talk is Cody Rhodes is asking for more money. They're not giving it to him, and apparently, and it's a big quotations in my end, he signed with the WWE because of a money dispute. If that is the truth, my opinion, I think he sold out. That was some bullshit right there. But
and creative
Gigi,
control.
Go ahead. You got
Don't forget about creative control. Don't forget about the creative control. He wanted to have more creative control. He wanted more money. He wanted to get paid more than Punk. That's the story that we've been hearing throughout this whole process. He wanted to get paid more than Punk. He wanted to get paid more than Bryan Danielson. He wanted to get paid more than any of the new guys coming in. Any of the new guys who happen to be former employees of WWE. Right? Khan was like, no, we're not doing that. And that was the whole thing. And that he wanted more creative control. And up to the point where Khan was like, no, I don't feel comfortable with what I'm offering you. This is what I see your potential is. Is Cody a disappointment? Maybe. My thing is that if Cody doesn't become some sort of champion while he's in WWE, if he doesn't make a change to the actual product themselves or actually bring something to the product, then him leaving AEW to WWE is nothing but a disappointment. He can be he's not worth CM Punk's money. He's not. But then again, my thing is that with see, this is where it's difficult to say, because Punk left the industry for 7 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe 7.
So
that's
for me, as a as a fan, yes, I love the fact that we brought CM Punk back to wrestling. But I also feel as though it's because it's been so long that he's not worth that dollar value as he once was 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? AEW didn't exist back then. Yeah. AEW didn't exist back then. And we all know his wonderful MMA career. I feel as though it's because we waited for so long, and we were like, CM Punk is going to come back. CM Punk, you go through the years. We had about like 4 or 5 years, especially in Chicago.
Yeah.
They all thought, well, Punk is going to come back one of these days to WWE. Punk is going to come back. That nigga never came back. He never came back to WWE because he wasn't feeling it. He was not dealing with it. He was like, nah, I'm Gucci. Okay. So I don't know if he's the same value as Khan paid. Khan paid him because Punk was probably, I'm not going to come back unless you pay me this much money. And Khan was like, sure, I got that. Yeah. Let me just go get my money for my dad. But it's just a lot of history. There's just a lot overall in general. Cody. I don't first and foremost, we don't know how long the contract is for. He signed the contract, but for how long? Is it a multi-year? Is it a year? If I'm not mistaken, isn't Cody Rhodes still or did he just completely drop that too? He's still an EVP.
I have no. I would assume so, unless he had one giant contract that covered everything.
So Cody Rhodes is still going to get paid by AEW. Then Cody Rhodes basically getting a check from AEW from being an EVP, and now he's going to get a check from WWE.
Yeah.
So that man is still collecting money, no matter what. But merch is not going to sell like that. His merch never sold like that. Even when he was in the Indies, his merch never. The Young Bucks merch sold. You know, they made $1 million. They made $1 million. Haha. Off of their merchandise alone and their vlog videos of Be the Elite. Cody definitely elevated that a little bit, yes, but most of that work came from the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Cody was just a big, small name, if that makes sense. He's a big name because he made it name for himself in the Indies. He got to AEW, made himself a big name there. But he was never a big name in WWE. You know, he was Cody Rhodes, Goldust's brother, Dusty's son, the man stash.
Yep. The dude that's underneath Randy Orton. You know, the protege of Randy Orton, yeah.
He was that person.
Oh, all right. So the signals again acting up on Gigi, but yeah, it's true. In WWE, he wasn't really main event status. He was the dude, like he was the Sami Zayn, you know, the guy that you throw out there, you put on a good match with somebody, and you know, here goes a little gimmick here and there, and make it work. Pretty much, that's what it was. Like I'll give him credit. He gave the Intercontinental title legitimacy when he was dashing Cody Rhodes, and he turned it back to the white belt, and But yeah, it was like Goldust was a bigger sensation than any incarnation of Cody Rhodes in the WWE. But I don't know, was he still in creative? Like, how long was he in creative for in AEW? Like, I know they started out, it was the Young Bucks, him and Tony Khan, and then it eventually went straight to Tony Khan. Was it like a year, 2 years, or something? So we gotta. All right, so here's the thing. So if we're gonna compare like value, CM Punk's value is like the shock value. He's the cheap pop right now because he's been out of the game for so long, and he's a name. He's somebody everybody wanted to see. So when you get him, everybody wants to go see him. He's the nostalgia act for AEW. He's what Goldberg and Cena and Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and all those people they paid to come back to wrestle for those big events. That's what he was when he first signed AEW, right? But he's proving that he's a bigger asset than that. But in the beginning, that's pretty much what he was. He was a way for people who didn't watch anything other than WWE to get eyes on AEW.
There we go.
There you go. You're back
on.
Yeah.
I just realized I was talking. And she's like pushing me, and I'm like, oh my God. And then we're having a moment, and then I look at you, and you're like, and I'm like, oh, damn it. It happened again.
Yeah, you went quiet, and I was like, all right, the signal's bad, and I didn't hear nothing, and I just said, all right, I got to talk because, you know, I can't just have dead air. So
no, it makes sense.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you want to finish what you were saying.
I don't even know where I left off, bro.
All right, so you was basically saying, like, in WWE, he was the porn star guy. He was the
he
was Randy Orton.
He had the weird mustache.
Yeah.
All right, first and foremost, one. He was dashing Cody Rhodes. You know, he was Stardust. You know, and but this is what I want to know. What they expect of Cody, or the response that he is going to get, right?
Yeah.
We all know already. We got to stop playing dumb, folks. I know they want to be like, well, you got to be surprised. You got to be surprised. At this point, we're no longer surprised. We know what's going on. We know Cody's coming back. He's going to fight Seth Rollins. It's going to be at WrestleMania. And instead of building it up and having him just come out, we're going to have Cody Rhodes come out like how the Hardys did at WrestleMania. You know?
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same level of surprise. I don't believe it is.
No.
Because no one knew any of the moves that the Hardys did. If you are a wrestling fan and was following the Hardys and the whole Delete family, pretty much.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys Deletion edition. All right. Y'all knew that the night before WrestleMania, the Hardy Boys dropped the ROH titles to the Young Bucks. No one knew about any moves or what was going to happen next. No one knew anything about anything. All we said, yo, that would be crazy if the Hardy Boys came out of nowhere. And then their music hits and we were like, oh, what is going on in the world? And everybody's doing the, oh, come on, kid. I'm trying to do the Jeff Hardy thing here. You're killing me. Dinner. I'm gonna force your hand. Dinner. All right. I'm gonna give you. Listen, I'm gonna give you the dusty elbow. Right there. I'm gonna give you the dusty elbow.
I'm gonna lick you if you do that.
You lick me. You don't want to lick me, because I will lick you with Jameson, and you will not. Girl, watch yourself. Nonetheless,
yeah.
It's not the same level of excitement that's going to be. We're going to be excited to see Cody. The fans are always going to be excited to see Cody Rhodes. We're like, yes, you finally made it. Did you bring Veer with you? No, he's coming later in April 4th. Now we know.
Yes, finally.
And that's another thing too. All this talk about he's coming. They should have just hit his music and let him come out as a surprise.
Yeah.
Instead of telling us. It's giving me Royal Rumble feelings all over again. And by Royal Rumble feelings is like we used to have all these surprise entries, but there was no longer a surprise. We found out Mickie James was coming back. Summer Rae was coming back. This person's coming back. That person's coming back. It's like, yo, where's the level of surprise? Where's that element of surprise? That's the one thing that they're lacking. Yeah. You know, they should have never said anything. The one thing that they're trying to keep as a surprise is Cody Rhodes. And that's not even a surprise because us internet heads, us wrestling heads, we're all like, we've been on top of the fact that Cody Rhodes left AEW. And that was like his baby.
Yeah.
And there's interviews of Cody Rhodes talking about how he burned his bridges with WWE.
Yep. All right. So
they don't want that door has closed shut and it's been gorilla glued down. And then he got the sledgehammer and then he broke through the window instead.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, and you know, to go for what you're saying, that if you think about it, right, everybody wants to talk about ratings. Let's say AEW Dynamite is for the hardcore fans that love wrestling. And if they're making 300,000 views of, like, say 800,000 views, you know, for their ratings, then that means that not a lot of people watching AEW. Only the wrestling fans are watching AEW, not the casual fans. And WWE's whole market is towards the casual fan. So that means you're only gonna get an eighth more of a viewership at WrestleMania if Cody, because there's no way in hell somebody who just watches wrestling and knows John Cena and The Undertaker, when you go Cody Rhodes is coming back, who the fuck is that? Stardust. Oh, the little fuck him. That's pretty much what a
And
casual fan is gonna
You
say.
can't even say that. You can't even say that. People be like, who? You're like, oh, Goldust's brother. Oh, I know
Yeah.
you. The skinny one.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like, and not even for not for nothing, even for a long time, and it's not to like if you say the Hardy Boys, everybody knows Jeff, Matt. Is that the fat one? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that.
Yeah.
That's just the simple stupidity logic in wrestling fans' minds because that's how they work. That and now it's gonna be amazing because now we have AEW and Jericho saying, "I am a sports entertainer."
Yeah.
And then you go on to WWE, and the one word that was banned for a long time was wrestling. And I think I've heard the word wrestling at least 3 times within 1 week. And that's a lot for WWE to say that at all. Period.
Yeah.
No,
but it's true though, because like the Hardy Boys
to go into it.
The Hardy Boys, like when they broke up and Jeff was in the WWE or like in TNA and everybody loves it. Everybody knows Jeff and Matt is just his brother. But when Matt went on his own in independence and did the whole delete shit, he got big to the hardcore fans. And when he came back doing the delete shit, the fans that know it were doing it, but it never caught on. It was more, we want the Hardy Boys. What is this shit that he's doing? We want, and they went straight back to the old Hardy Boys because that's what the casual fans remember. It was the nostalgia act. Because if the hardcore fans really made a difference in wrestling, we would have saw Brother Nero in WWE.
Absolutely, but then and then I understand why they couldn't do it when they first got in there. Give me back my arm, thank you. Because of legal rights.
Yeah.
But then they had the legal rights and they won the case and it went to shits. Like they didn't understand the vision of the deletion.
Yep.
You know? They should have had the whole family there, do the whole thing, and do the whole I fade away and classified myself as obsolete. Obsolete! It was amazing. And I kind of want that back now that we have them in AEW because I feel like AEW would get it. But I know that Tony Khan doesn't want to go ahead and do that hokey pokey shit. You know what I'm saying? And not to say it was hokey pokey, but it's a kayfabe character. It's something like, bro, you're not having a vision, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little bit out there. We have characters that's already out there that's not even getting enough shine. The only person that's getting a lot of shine right now, and that's only because they're a new signee, is Denhausen.
Yeah, true.
And he's not even wrestling right now because technically he's still healing from when he broke his leg. You have Abaddon. Abaddon is only featured on AEW Dark or Elevation, right? We don't really see her on Dynamite, and I don't know why. She's dope.
I only saw her in that Battle Royal and early in one of those pay-per-views. I think it was like the buy-in or some shit. Yeah, and that was it. That was it that I seen her.
And she had a match with Britt Baker, as well. You know, and it was a good match too. That's when Britt Baker, I think, put thumbtacks in her mouth.
Yes, yeah, I remember
that. And it was dope. It was great watching something like that because she could bring a character out like that. What other wacky character do we have in AEW that's like that? We don't.
Yeah, the only one that's out there that they push is Orange Cassidy. And he's only out there because he's just one of those guys that seems like he don't really give a shit.
Right, but that's not even that type of character can be fans fans can relate to because they're like, I am lazy, he's lazy.
Yeah,
we want to do things the meh way. We're gonna do the things the meh way. I like doing meh. You know, I'm just talking about more of those extraordinary characters, like your
Well,
Abaddons,
like
like your
Luchasaurus, but
Luchasaurus. Yes, but Luchasaurus is really just a big guy who knows lucha moves.
yeah, he's
You
a
know what
big
I'm
guy in a
saying?
mask. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's it. But that's all the character is to him.
yeah.
You know? Abaddon is this whole weird looking living dead doll character. You know?
Alistair Black.
I'm thinking right, Alistair Black. I'm thinking those type of characters and
Yeah.
everything like that. You know, those sinister characters. That's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for, you know? Like imagine Demon Finn Balor in AEW. Imagine the Fiend in AEW. Imagine is your phone going off, Shell? Oh,
I think
no?
it was.
Maybe. I think it was. Is the wife calling you? And we
Probably.
lost them. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Julie Hart is about to get a whole new look. I hope so. I hope she comes out the way I want her to come out that I posted on my Instagram. Give me somebody in the shadows with this demon headpiece, just looking all crazy sexy, and make this girl from blonde to black. All right? You can't be Julie Hart with blonde hair. You need to be Julie Hart with black hair because this is the House of Black.
True.
All right. She honestly needs, if we're going to be committed to putting Julie Hart in the House of Black, she needs to be fully 1,000% committed to it.
Yeah.
You know, we see her now. She's sitting in the steps. She's like, she is currently right now being the female Raven.
It looks like that, corner. Yeah.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. She's giving me that vibe. It's interesting to see where it's gonna be. We're gonna have Varsity Blondes continue to being undefeated in some sort of, well, not undefeated, but just having a great win-loss record, where it's gonna come up to a night where we're gonna have the Varsity Blondes versus the House of Black. And then that's going to be the day that Julia Hart, or Julie Hart, whatever her name is, ends up turning heel. It's a slow build, but it's a good slow build.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah. I'm excited to see things like that. I want to see more characters like that. I think it's needed. Yeah, it's not something that people can relate to. You know, I can't relate to Abaddon.
Yeah.
However, I can, because that's how I would look if I don't have coffee in the morning.
and you know, also, you don't need to relate to everybody, but when they take your imagination and they run with it, it's an escape. God. You know?
It's man, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It makes things fun.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. I don't know who this person is, but if I see you in the street, I'm gonna walk the other way. I ain't walking, I'm running.
Yep.
Imagine you out of nowhere, you turn around and you see Abaddon and she's just looking at you crazy, like, and then she's like, and then you're like, nah, bitch. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Diamante.
Oh, for real. It's like
walk the other way.
Word is they just go to the next one, like, yo, burn the body, bro. I seen Dawn of the Dead burn that shit.
I don't know. I seen the Fiend get burned and that motherfucker still came back alive.
That's true. That is true, yeah.
Oh, stop. Oh no. Oh my heavens.
You just gotta stop him from walking through that portal, so that way he doesn't, you know, fully heal him.
The Lazarus pit. That's what it is. They're all jumping into the Lazarus pit. Oh no, Ra's al Ghul. Fuck you.
No, word. But those characters give another dynamic to other characters, because the way that Britt Baker wrestled Abaddon was totally different than she wrestled anyone else, and to see the range of Britt Baker is awesome, you know, because you get to see these people in different lights, and that's what makes the wrestling amazing is like to see their range and all that other shit. That's what separates the good from the great.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed. I want to see Thunder Rosa versus Abaddon, but right now we're gonna get Nyla Rose and the Thunder Rosa.
Okay.
That is slow. That's gonna be the next feud for the women's champion. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It brings a different dynamic to the match itself because exactly, that's why Undertaker was so great. The Phenom.
Yep.
He instilled that fear in characters that we thought that was scary. The fact that, you make a grown ass man like Papa Shango make scared. You have Papa Shango versus Undertaker type. It's like, oh my god, the Voodoo King versus the Dead Man. What is going on? Oh my god, this is like the same world colliding. What?
And
it
also gives the announcers a reason to be something to put on more of a show, because I remember for a fact the Undertaker was so scary when Hulk Hogan big booted him and he didn't fall, and then he closed on him and fell, and when he gave him the leg drop, he just sat up, and you hear Bobby the Brain, he sat up, like it was so like shocking
unreal.
to Bobby
it was
the Brain.
Unreal. Yeah. Right. It as that shock value.
Yes.
And when you have people on commentary like your Corey Graves, like your Pat McAfee's, like your Tony Schiavone.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
You have that hype person to hype up this character that you have. Yeah, it's great to have people that we can relate to and like, yeah, you know what, I can see myself like Britt Baker because yeah, she's slim, she has a great style, she's like this, she looks like it could be someone that I could be one day. But then you have your goth kids too that's like, nah, I want to be like Abaddon because I like that,
Yeah.
And it's dope. It's dope to have a different it's dope to have a wide variety of different types of characters, not just wrestlers, but the characters themselves.
Yep.
I think we need more of that in AEW. I truly believe that if you wanted to do the whole deletion, put Abaddon will work great in the House of Black.
Oh yeah.
Abaddon will work great in the House of Hardy if we do deletion. Because
she
if you think
work great in the Death Triangle.
Yeah, no, yes, but I feel the Death Triangle would be more up Thunder Rosa's alley.
I can see that.
I can see where you're coming from with the Death Triangle because you have Penta Oscuro and can we just take a second to appreciate his spokesman who legit just jumps into the same character with his hood up and it's like Penta Oscuro said. Oh my god, he washed his face with white and black, and then I was like, bro, just because he turned dark, did you take the trip with him and see what happened to you? You could have been the same person. No, okay.
The demon came up, bro. It possesses everybody.
That's it. The dark is taking over everybody. Oh man, that's so good. He cracks me up every time I see him coming out with his little minister robe, as I like to call it, from the ministry. My man called Undertaker up, and he was like, "So you know that robe, that ministry robe? You still got that? You still got that in the storage? Yeah, let me hold that. Hey, you know what? How much you want for that? Yeah, no, I can't. Can we rent it out? How much? Yeah, I'll rent it out. I'll talk to Tony. We got it.
Yeah, that's it.
But yo, he's doing it. He's doing his thing. But yeah, characters like that excite me. I do feel as though Penta could. Yes, we have Penta Dark. However, I still feel like I got Pentagon Jr.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
There
what I mean?
isn't besides
I
his
don't feel
attire,
like,
there isn't much difference.
yeah. And I think what I'm looking for is for him to be a heel because he's Penta Oscuro, but he's technically still a face.
Yeah. Which is weird
You know?
because Pac is like a heel. I can't see Pac ever being a face. He's just a heel that's working with somebody who's a good guy. You know? But
Like
yeah, I do
he
understand.
would have to, in order for me to believe that Penta Dark is actually going to work in AEW like it did in Lucha Underground, is for me to. You tired? Getting there? No? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
She looks tired.
for me to believe that, I need Penta to go and find the biggest baby face there is. It could be Moxley. I wouldn't say so much as Bryan Danielson, because he's like kind of 50-50 at this point with the crowd right now.
Yeah.
I know you want to. Orange Cassidy. He already has his arm messed up, right?
Yeah, from that fall that he got with Keith Lee when Keith Lee threw him out of the ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there's going to be a time where it's going to be a work, right? Shoot work. Have Penta come out and re-injure that same arm just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Because right now, no matter how you see it, Orange Cassidy, he will never, I'm not going to say never, but in the immediate future, he is not going to be turning heel.
Nah, yeah.
He's too laid back to be a heel. You know? Way too laid back.
And there's also a lot of heels in AEW.
Yep. A lot. And another way that you can turn Penta Oscuro into a heel if you haven't joined Andrade.
Yeah. That would be something.
Especially like have him turn his back on Pac and then just walk along the sides with Andrade. And even have Andrade like fucking try to wrestle in his lucha mask that he'd be coming out in. Huh? Something like that. You have Penta Oscuro is a heel character, but they're not booking him as a heel character, and that's the problem.
No, yeah. You know what's funny with you saying that he has to do something like heelish? I was just thinking now, imagine Julia Hart, right? She has a little like a test of who she's gonna go with. Like say Brian Pillman in the middle of a match with Penta. And the House of Black is on the apron and Brian's like, yo, are you going with them or you staying with me? And she like turns to Brian, like to Pillman, I'm with you guys. And she like, she proves that she's with him and then Penta just grabs her and breaks her arm. Boom. And that's what forces her to go with the House of Black because Pillman couldn't protect her. Type shit. It would make Penta look like a fucking monster because he just broke the good girl's arm and it's like, oh shit, like he's ruthless now. And then now she's with these dudes because Pillman, he's not showing that he's like it's not worth it for her to be with him because she's gonna get hurt.
I wouldn't say so much Julie Hart when he poor thing. I feel like what she's gonna end up doing to turn heel is yes, we'll have are you with them or are you with us?
Yeah.
Like look at Alistair's Malachi's Black's face and like look like she's in fear, but then like that let that look of fear turn into and then just turns around and then sprays black mist into the eyes of Pillman or Jungle Boy 2.0 Jeff Garrison. Oh,
his partner?
Yeah, his Garrison. I know that. I
Okay.
can't remember the first name. That's bad. You have a tag team. You can only remember one person's name, and that's only because of his dad's name.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I'm not even gonna try. I was gonna look it up.
I think
I was
it
gonna.
is. I think it is Jeff Garrison. It might be something Garrison.
Yeah, it's Griff Garrison.
Griff Garrison.
Griff,
See,
yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah.
That's bad. I can't even remember that guy's name. That's
No,
bad.
yeah.
We gotta lose the mullet, Brian Pillman Jr. We need to lose the mullet, and we need to make you into your father's character.
Or his own man. You know?
I guess.
No, either
Griff
or.
Garrison.
Like either or. You can't toe the line anymore. You know, like we get it. You're new here and you don't know who you want to be, but you gotta find yourself. Either you're gonna be that psychopath that your father was, or you're gonna be a different version of yourself. You know, because even Cody Rhodes, when he first came out, he was trying to be like the American Dream ish, the natural, a mixture of his father and his brother, and he didn't really hit until he was with Legacy and became Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he still was finding different versions of himself.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're right. He should go and shoot Stone Cold. The fuck, bro.
Word. Hey, fuck it.
Listen, Kevin Owens already has a segment. We don't need to add an additional person to the segment.
But if he beats Kevin Owens, then he can have a talk with Austin. You know? Which that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But
that was dumb.
Yeah.
But that's, I gotta say, I was able to catch that segment with Kevin Owens as Stone Cold, and man, I don't care what anybody says, that was by far one of the best segments on Monday Night Raw. That had me in tears.
Yeah.
The man kept saying, "What?" And they kept dropping the beers and just kept and it just reminded me when The Miz was doing The Rock. And Sean did Hogan, you know, there's so much you can just do.
Oh yeah.
I would love to get like a whole video made of all the wrestlers that has come out as their opponents, you know, with The Miz and The Rock, Kevin Owens as Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels as Hogan, Shawn Michaels as Shane, Vince, Triple H as Vince.
DX as the Nation of Domination.
Yo, that might be canceled because you have X-Pac coming out there with, you know, a black face, unfortunately to say it, but it was probably the best thing that came out. And that's not to say that blackface is okay or anything like that, but to make fun of the strongest man in the world, Mark Henry, okay, is a phenomenal job that he did and putting on that bodysuit and everything. This skinny kid.
Didn't Road Dogg also have blackface? I think all of them. So. I think all of them had blackface because even like Triple H, he was like a couple shades darker. He didn't have the
he had the blackface. No, he had a spray tan going on there because he was more like that. But but
Road Dogg was like the Godfather.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can't hide. Like if you remember anything about that, you remember X-Pac having the blackface.
Yeah, turn that off.
But all right. So Pro Wrestling said he doesn't think heels and face is a thing in AEW anymore, or it doesn't matter because people still sing Judas. But the thing with Judas is people go there to sing Judas. I went to Out the Ash wanting to sing with the Judas shit. It doesn't matter if Jericho's a heel. It's just now that's a thing now. You know,
like karaoke song.
Yeah, you went there to say what?
Song for wrestling events.
Yeah, you know, like DX were heels, but then you still got the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The Generation X proudly brings you the tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws, and everybody. If you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you: suck it. And like they were heels and they were, you know, faces, and they still sang. You know, they still went along with that stuff. So those the sing-alongs and the sayings the fans like to interact because it feels like they're a part of the show. And like I
Correct.
told Buff yesterday, I call him Buff. You know, I'm cool like that with him.
Because you guys are friends now.
Yeah, we're cool. You know, we're gonna go shopping for chancletas.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
You better take Matt Awesome with you. You shopping
Yeah.
for chancletas.
Word, right? So like I told him, it's like the NWO made us feel like we was actually in the NWO for life. Like even the fans were NWO. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to be a part of the show any way we could, that's what made it a memorable moment. You know what I'm saying? Like even
Right.
Fandango was a fucking heel, and everybody did the I forgot his fucking song, but they did the hand moving and they sang his song and all the other shit. But in AEW, I think it matters. It's just certain people can toe that line. Like Bryan Danielson, in my head, it's like he's like the Big Show of AEW.
Right.
He can be heel and face within minutes of each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
he'll come back, make a title out of straight hemp, and be like, "This is my new title."
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do. Watch he'll take the whatchamacallit. I know they're working as a tag team, but imagine him taking Ricky Stark's fucking FTW title and then changing that FTW title to hemp. Being like, now you can put this in your pipe and smoke it, Taz. Just to be a dick.
Yeah. Oh man. And then I can see Taz, the like Team Taz win it, and they actually light the shit on fire. Like, we are gonna smoke it, motherfucker. You know?
Exactly, and present them with the new title. But give me a few moments. Let me finish doing my mom duties, because this one is like, I can't sleep without you. And I'm like,
I
start learning.
Word.
So I'll be right back, folks.
All right. Let me catch up with the chat. Cody Rhodes returns at Mania beating Seth, and then the night after he comes and Veer as his enforcer. Shit. You know, be honest with me, everybody in the chat. Be honest. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. No build up. You buying it? Like you like you popping for that? Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm watching WrestleMania, he comes out and they have a match, like, oh, this should be dope. But that's not something that's gonna make me turn on WrestleMania, in all honesty. Maybe if Seth Rollins went to AEW and they wrestled, maybe it's like, oh, this is a match I'm interested in. But the only match I was really, really interested in with Cody Rhodes was when he wrestled his brother, because that was brother versus brother match. And I wanted to see what the natural Dustin Rhodes did. All right, this is for the pro with the nope. You know what I'm saying? And you know, brother versus brother match. That was something I really wanted to see when he fought Atlas. Was it Atlas, the NWA title? And you know, All In. I was like, but you know, the other matches in there I really wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So, and that to me, like, the hardcore fans, like, you might want to see it, but it would be more like if Omega was coming, or Okada, or somebody else. Like, for some reason, just, it's weird. Like, I respected Cody Rhodes for doing what Nick Atlas. There you go. Thanks, bro. Like, I respected Cody Rhodes for doing what he did, and it was at a time where everybody's like, there's no way that you can do it. There's no way you can make a wrestling company that can compete with the WWE, because one, they got all the talent. Two, you got nobody to back you, and then you need a TV deal and all this other shit. Is like, you're gonna just be like ROH, you know, with good wrestlers and good stories, but you don't have a TV deal. You can't compete with WWE. They're too big. And then what does he do? He teams up with the Young Bucks. He teams up with Tony Khan. They get TNT, or, you know, Ted Turner, you know, deal in the show, and they do it. And then he doesn't build a company. You know, like, his story and the Young Bucks, you could tell it's like the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes were sitting there and they go, we're gonna have our matches because that's what we do. We need to have our matches, and people came to see us wrestle, but we're gonna build this off of the backs of the next generation of wrestlers, the Darby Allins, the Jungle Boys, the Pentagons, you know, the Lucha Brothers, all these other people. Jericho was gonna sit there, you know, Adam Page, and you know, Moxie came in also, but also like Kenny Omega. They had the appropriate type of wrestlers and the appropriate type of show, and it was really, this is the alternative to the sports entertainment. This is wrestling, and they pitched it to the wrestling fan, and they, in my opinion, they won when they started out, and then it, you know, it slowly changed to what it's at now. But for him to just go, I want more money, I want this, I want that, I want this, and they go, no. First off, bro, it's like, you know, if this was my company and I felt like that from the beginning, I wouldn't have gave up the creative. It would have been 50, like 25, 25, 25, 25. Or, you know, there would have been a deal set in place where this is what's going to happen and this is how we deal with it. You already gave that up if you're going to let Khan do all the creative. You know what I'm saying? So now you want the creative back, and if you're not going to get the creative back and get more money and you're just going to leave, you take your ball and go home. People gave shit to Austin because that was the theory, and that's what, you know, the picture that they painted when Austin took his ball and went home. And then when people realized that Austin was like, oh, well, you know, that was a match they wanted to do on a Raw when they should have gave it 6 months to build up, and we could have did it on a pay-per-view, Brock Lesnar versus Austin. And everyone's, oh, it makes sense. But, you know, like, to me, it's just, it's weird as fuck, bro. It's like you build a house from the ground up, and because they don't want to use halogen light bulbs, you're going to go, fuck it, I'm going to go back to the hood and live in the projects. Like, wait, you spent all that time to get your ass out of this place. Like, you hated being Stardust, even as much as I enjoyed Stardust, just because it seemed different and it looked like he was actually, you know, putting himself into it. It was a character that was like different than anyone else on, you know, Raw. I enjoyed it, and especially when he was with Goldust, I enjoyed the tag team. But you hated it and you wanted to get out. You could have went back to the WWE once you showed that the independent scene was just as lucrative for wrestlers than the WWE was. You know what I'm saying? Because that was pretty much what he did. He showed that people can make money in the independent circuit outside of the WWE, and that's what made the independent circuit so much, you know, popping. And all these independent wrestlers started doing that same shit, getting on shows with the big names, doing the main events, getting all that money, and then it bringing the AEW idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he could have went WWE once he did that. Could have stayed in New Japan and built up and built his name up and went back to WWE like Tensai, which is weird because he was huge in WWE in New Japan, and WWE did jack shit with him, which is another thing. It's like you're huge outside of the WWE, and then you're gonna come back with as Cody Rhodes and what? You're gonna beat Seth Rollins and then do what? Because unless you beat Seth Rollins and then have a match with the winner of the unifying world title and universal title, what are you doing? They have not set anything up where someone of his stature can come in and now have something important to do in wrestling on Raw or on SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a bold prediction for WrestleMania. What's your bold prediction, Dark Sage? Real quick. I think of this like you told. I think Cody thinks that Hulk Hogan is when he is John Cena. Oh, you think Cody is Hulk Hogan when he's John Cena, or vice versa? Yeah. Like, I think Cody Rhodes thinks he's Jericho. If we're gonna do it like this, you know, he's trying to be Hulk Hogan, and he wants to be Jericho, but he's not really. What's going on, Antonio? You know what I'm saying? Like he's damn. It's hard to compare him because he wants to be Hogan, and he wants to be like John Cena. He wants to be that guy. But if you're gonna say like Jericho's the Ric Flair of AEW, because Jericho came in as the heel, he was the top guy. He's still the top guy, but Flair was the heel in WCW. He was the top guy for fucking. I can't even say he's Macho Man because Macho Man puts on way better matches, but man, it's like he's his own. He's like a more important. I don't want to say mid level. He's more important. Fuck, like ravishing Rick Rude or you know, like it's weird. That one stumped me, bro. To try to compare Cody to where he's trying to be like his pops. There you go. Because Dusty Rhodes was the Jericho in WCW. He made the World War the fucking the double sided World War. What the fuck is the name of the match? We just talked about this shit last week. War Games. There you go. He made the War Games match, Dustin Rhodes. And Cody, and we all know that Jericho made the Money in the Bank ladder match and all this other stuff. So I think he's trying to be like the promoter Dustin Rhodes was, and then goes to WWE and becomes nothing. So I think he's trying to be like his pops. But in the same way of being like his pops, he's trying to be I'm the Hulk Hogan, John Cena here when you're really not. Because the one thing about AEW is they have a roster full of people that can really, like, all right, Omega, you don't want to be here no more? All right, cool, I get you. It's going to be a big loss, but there's a whole roster of people that seem to be important that, you know, can also step up. Where if WWE loses Roman Reigns, they're shit out of luck, but they're like, who they got? All right, so we're gonna sit. What up? Where's everybody? I just got done watching the Buff Bagwell interview 3 hours ago, and you and Kenny did a fantastic job. He seemed like a cool ass guy. Yo, Antonio, he is, yo, dude, that dude is amazing, man. Before we got on, as soon as he turned on the camera, he put on the buff. He put on the buff persona for us. He's, yo, dope ass dude. Everything he said was like genuine because he started out as Buff Bagwell and then he ended up as Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and we got to see the real side of him. And yo, it was dope, man. It was, you seen it. I don't need to tell you what you just saw, but it was dope, man. I enjoyed it. Let's see Dark Sage's prediction. Roman beats Brock to unify the titles and then enters into a months-long feud with Cena until SummerSlam. It's a months long. Okay, well, all right. So I was gonna say SummerSlam not a month away, but all right. Where Cena beats Roman after Heyman turns on him with help from a returning Lesnar, and we get another Cena title run, but this time Heyman is on. This time Heyman is on his side, and yes, I said that. Yo, the only reason why I don't want that to happen because then that means Cena takes the record for the most world titles, and fuck that, man. Anyone else, Sage? Anyone else but Cena? Cena wins, but has an uneasy alliance with Heyman and Brock. Anyone else but Cena, bro? Seriously, is anyone else but Cena, Sage? All right, he's the only one coming out from the middle. He's a reality show. I feel like he was trying to be everything that he's not, and his fans saw and turned on him. You know what it was? Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You could see AEW wasn't the final step for him. AEW was like a stepping stone. He was in there like, yo, how much stroke do I got? We got this. He made the connections, and now he's trying to go off on his own. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also still like, damn, bro. Like, imagine you're the Young Bucks. You have to have been sold a bill of goods because no one's going to tell you the plan of, yo, I'm going to get this company up and running and then I'm going to do my own thing. Because then you're going to sit there and be like, hold on, wait. You're going to get it up and running and boogie. Like, what? You know, like, that's going to leave us a poor taste in people's mouths. I'm going to remember that, Dark Sage. If that shit happens, I'm going to find out where you live. I got a set of skills. I'm going to find out where you live and we're going to settle this, Dark Sage, all right? Anyone but Cena. But yeah, it's and Isaiah, I hope you're still there because we're gonna talk about Bianca also. That's one of the topics. But I think also the fans turned on him because it's like, yo, you're turning heel, and then you say you're not gonna turn. You got the TV show. You got the fuck. You're winning all these matches. You're coming out here, and at least in my eyes, it felt like you wanted to make it seem like your entrance and your match was bigger than anything else that was happening in this company, which is kind of a contradiction to this being the alternatives to WWE, because when he came on, he was WWE. You know what I'm saying? You know, because let's be honest. Besides him beating up the chair and breaking the chair, he turned into Triple H, and then he wanted to mock us with the golden shovel, and you know it was cute, and it seemed like he was fucking with us because you know he's like, yo, you people don't like it. I want to do it just to be a dick. But at one point, it's got to be, you know, storyline driven. You can't be the good guy and a dick at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like Razor was cool and a heel. He wasn't a face and a heel. Austin was a heel and people just liked that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be a dick, but don't be I'm Captain America dick. No. You know, especially in wrestling, like you're insulting our intelligence now, and that's one thing I'm pretty sure with you guys. It's one thing as fans we don't really like. And if you're gonna do it, you're gonna be a heel. Just like anyone that went heel, they always insulted our intelligence. It was stupid. You know, the place sucks. You know, this country sucks. You know, those are the things. Those are the talking points that we can, you know, for heels. And if you don't agree with me, let's talk about Kevin Owens. I hate Texas. Texas is stupid. Your beer is stupid. You people are stupid. Now he's talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Enough said. You know, the verdict's out. Somebody told me that Cody's doing that what football players do when they win Super Bowl. He gets the ring, he's done chasing the ring, and then he's just chasing the bag on different teams and making dough. But yo, true, bro. But I don't think he's gonna be making as much money as he could have if he stayed with AEW down the line and beat WWE. Because all right, so we didn't hear this on my podcast, on me and Kenny's podcast with Buff, but on another podcast, somebody asked him, "What did you miss most?" And he goes, "The money." And then you know he loved the wrestling, but he's like the money, right? He was a millionaire as WWE wrestler. They had guaranteed contracts. They didn't have to backstab or fight each other for time on TV. They came there, they wrestled, they did what they was told to do, and they got paid for it. They had all the amenities and all the other stuff, and they didn't have to do as much as WWE did. WWE, you had to fight for the 3 minutes that you was on TV. And when you was on TV in those 3 minutes, you had to make it the best 3 minutes of the night so you get more time the next week. And that's how you got paid. If you wasn't on TV, you didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm back.
all right. I'm talking about Cody Rhodes now.
Yeah, no, I was listening in and whatnot, and
Okay.
how Pro said something about him trying to be the next John Cena.
Well, all right. So he thinks he's John Cena or Hogan, you know, pretty much like that. But he was saying now that, you know, somebody told him that he's trying to be like a football player. It's like you get the Super Bowl ring, now you're chasing the bag. So you go to a bad team for the, you know, for the money. You know, and I'm over here thinking that if he made AEW bigger than WWE or better, you know, than WWE, he can make more money in that market than he could in whatever the WWE's going to pay him.
That's difficult to say. Because WWE, I mean, they can cut the check. They got the money for it. I mean, they released a whole bunch of talents for the money.
True, but for a year to 3 years, he's going to make that money. For AEW, he can make that for life if he sets his cards right.
I feel as though he didn't burn his bridges with Tony, but he burned his bridges with other people in the locker room. I'm not going to say everybody in the locker room. Other people in the locker room. It's just a bad taste to leave in someone's mouth when you do all this shit talking about, you know, just doing all the shit talking, especially when you break the throne with the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
You know?
Symbolic. Mad symbolic there. We know what he was doing.
And we know who he was referring to.
Yep.
Not only know we what he was doing, we knew who he was referring to.
Yep.
So we know for a fact that Triple H will not return back in the ring. If he does, that's a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
But he can't return back to the ring because of his heart condition. You know? That would have been something I would want to see had Triple H, unfortunately not have gone through that. Like, hey, I saw what you did in your little promo. That was cute. But look where you're at. You're back here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm part of this thing that's called The Authority. And we write your checks, boy. And call him a boy. Fucking they don't take away his manhood from him or do some shit. Like he
went from being the CEO, the vice president to talent to one of the workers.
And I think that was the problem. He couldn't figure out a way to separate that.
Yeah.
I think Cody Rhodes' major problem is that he was not able to separate himself as a performer and himself as the EVP.
Yeah.
And that's where most mistakes come from, right? Because if you really think about it, we all know who the EVPs of AEW are. But there was only one individual who acted out as one, and that was Cody.
Yeah. He made that part of his gimmick, pretty much.
Right. Especially when he was going up against the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
Him and the Elite, which was a great feud when they had AEW's first start. But you can't do that. You got to give the fans what they want. If they're booing you, guess what? They're booing you. You're a heel. You're still getting a reaction, but you're a heel. Run with it. You don't want to run with it? Then don't expect anybody to pay money to come and see you, because we're not here to see you.
Yeah. It's the Roman Reigns shit. And the Roman Reigns and John Cena shit is like, they forced him down our throats, and at one point it felt like Cody was being forced down our throats, especially with the always winning with their go-go shit. And
that's another, and I think we spoke about that. I think we spoke about the fact that Cody should have never won that match between him and a go-go.
Yeah.
Because he did a Triple H thing. He didn't put him over.
Yeah. Well,
he won.
Apparently, a go-go was injured, and Khan said for Cody to go over. That's what I heard through the grapevine. I don't know how true that is, but that was something I heard through.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
But I'm pretty sure the way he got over was horrible. Agreed. You build up that punch, and then you kick out of the punch like, oh, bro, you are not Wardlow or Keith Lee. You're not somebody that's supernatural strength. You're Cody Rhodes. He should have never punched you. Like show that you're a veteran, and he still needs shit to learn.
Oh man, he was a boxer. Wasn't he a boxer?
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
go. Yeah, he was a boxer. Yeah.
You shouldn't let a wrestler outbox you. All right.
Word.
If Big Show did not, do his thing with Mayweather, and let's be real, if Big Show really wanted to hit Mayweather, he could, but Mayweather would have got his punch. The thing is that Mayweather's small compared to Big Show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then remember, Mayweather actually broke Big Show's nose because he's a thrower. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's believable to me because he's a professional boxer. You're a wrestler, but you are a performer. You are trained to take bumps. Yes, they're not easy on the body, but you're not left with a swollen eye, swollen nose, a knot on the forehead, your cheeks swole, your ears super cauliflower like Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that was the case and scenario, every wrestler would have all those type of injuries. Niggas walking out here looking like New Jack.
Word. Abdullah the Butcher, some shit. Yeah.
Right, exactly. You know, I mean, the way AEW is going so far, though, with all these bloody matches, letting niggas cut themselves and shit like that, is gonna get to that point.
Yeah.
I don't mind the blood in the matches, but at the same time, some of these matches are just they like the CM Punk match with MJF, the dog collar match.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching it and you see Punk.
Yep. Yeah, there's no more hiding it. Yeah.
We can see what you're doing. Don't force it. Don't
And,
make it obvious.
And when everybody bleeds, it kind of kills the whole, shock value of it. You know? Like, they're forgetting the old rules of, if this guy's doing a pile driver, I'm not doing a pile driver. And everybody bled and everybody did tombstones on Revolution. But I do, yeah, it's becoming one of those things, like, is every match gonna be
It's
a first blood
starting
match?
to become overkill.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have every match with blood in it.
Yeah. They're gonna have an arm wrestling contest and everybody's gonna be bleeding by the end of it. And it's like no one hit anybody, they're just bleeding.
Bruh. We can't have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. There's a lot. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on with AEW and wrestling. They're not perfect, but they do put on a better wrestling show.
Yes, they do. Until I die, I would tell. Yes, that's a fact. 100% fact. They put on a better wrestling show. They put on more wrestling in their fucking buy-in than WWE does on their Raw. The hour buy-in gets more wrestling than Monday Night Raw total.
The buy-in wrestling gets at least 3 wrestling matches. Where even what is it? The kickoff show is not even a pre-show. The kickoff show, okay, has 1 wrestling match.
Yep, and
everything else is just
45 minutes
recaps
of
videos, recaps, and predictions, and at least 1 shucky ducky quack quack moment of the night.
Yep, sucky ducky quack quack. The best part of that kickoff fucking show, if you ask me.
Who was sucking what?
Yeah. Speaking of sucking, Isaac, I don't know if he's still here. If he's still here, we're gonna talk about it. He wants to know if Bianca Belair is really injured or if that's just
it's a work. It's a work. They said it. It's a work. It's all a work. Don't let them fool you. It is a work. She just took this week off Monday to sell that. It's a work. She's not injured.
It's a stupid work, though.
It's a stupid ass work.
You know, it's every female when they get injured under the work is the neck. Like they did that with Bailey when she screwed over Sasha. She put the chair on her neck, and now Sasha's got the neck brace. The fucking Bianca Belair with her neck. Fucking.
Why can't we go back to basics? Why can't we attack the ankles?
Yeah, something. I don't know how you feel about it, Gigi, but the women,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Having throat problems.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because bitches talk too much, and sometimes in order for them to shut the fuck up, we gotta permanently injured the fucking windpipes and the vocal cords and all that shit. We love shoes, so we understand why attacking the ankle may not be the right idea, especially going down that ramp in heels.
True.
Okay. So I understand why we're not attacking, but I also understand the fact that bitches be talking. and they talk
Yeah.
too much. And sometimes they gotta shut the fuck up. I sometimes need to shut the fuck up. I don't, but sometimes I need to. But you'll see a chair going through my throat. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's not a lot. It's just dumb. There's just so many ways to injure your opponent. Injure her arm. What is her signature move? What is her finisher move? You know what body part does she use the most for that move? She uses the knee. She uses her arm. She uses something.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks. The Banks statement. If I'm going after Sasha Banks, I'm putting a chair through her arm so she can't put her submission move on me.
Yep.
All right. Becky Lynch. On bar. Another one that gets a chair to the arm. Okay. Charlotte Flair. She has the spear and she has the natural selection, right? That's what it's called.
And the figure eight.
Let's see. And the figure eight. Figure eight. Leg. I'm gonna go for her leg. I'm gonna go for her calf. That's one person I will go for the leg. Wouldn't so much. I wouldn't say the ankle. Go for the mid calf. Fuck that. Don't go for the ankle. She can still walk. Go for the mid calf where she can't make that bridge or whatever. Go for her kneecaps. Make her turn into Kevin Nash. No disrespect.
The latissimus tori, according to Gorilla Monsoon.
Be more strategic with these chair shots that you're giving to each other. Be more strategic about it.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. They've only done the throat. Bailey with Sasha. Charlotte, right? Didn't Charlotte do that too at some point?
I feel like
so. I know she went for the Kindle stick against Ronda Rousey, but I'm pretty sure that she had a moment with the chair. Overall, I don't. Not to say that she got the chair to the throat.
Yeah,
but
they did that with Drew McIntyre too, with his fucking throat. Remember with the Ricky Puss in Boots?
Maybe we should stay away. Maybe we should stay away from any moves around the neck area.
Yeah.
After Big E and shit like that, and oh my god. I'm pretty sure that you've seen Big E's message that he wrote where he was just like pretty much inches away from being completely paralyzed or death. Like how close it was and how scary close it was. And I was like, oh my god.
That was my
question. That was one of the worst things that anybody could possibly. One, and first and foremost, if you went there live and you saw that shit, you knew something was wrong.
Definitely.
If you go to, let's just put it this way. If you go to any live events and you're watching the match and you see something and then you realize something's wrong, this is not a work. It's not a work. Some shit happened. Sometimes some of the refs like to play it up with throwing the X in the air and shit like that. But like, one, obviously with Big E, it was a really scary moment. But the one other time that I can think of, and I wasn't there live, but I definitely saw. I was like very into the match. Was when Enzo Amore and Big Cass were in a match with the fucking. It was it Primo and Epico.
No, when Enzo necked himself on the ropes and knocked himself out.
Right, it was against the Von Villainers or some shit. Von Villains.
Yeah.
You're right. Aiden English and the other Napoleon dude. I don't know what his name. But the mustache niggas. They have mustaches. Yeah. So that whiplash that Enzo Amore gave himself on the bottom rope because he didn't duck his head too much and how his head just kind of just ricocheted.
Yep.
Watching that live was like, oh shit. Yo, Simon, there you go. Simon Gotch. Thank you, Pro.
Yeah, he's the man with
it. Well, he is short. Is he? Yo, Pro, find out how tall he is. I want to make sure. If he's short, he's short. I think he's short. He looks short on TV.
What's your guide for short? Oh, it's short compared to the other wrestlers or like my height?
My dude. My dude. Stop. Stop. You know what category you belong. I don't even know why you speaking about like, wait, let's say if he's tall like me. No, nigga. Nah, nigga. Your height. Maybe even an inch taller, but your height for sure.
Damn. He's
6'1". Oh,
Holy
he's not
shit.
short.
So he is my
Why
height.
do you look so short? Shut the fuck up.
I mean, he had Big Kaz in there. Big Kaz is almost 7 foot. So,
No.
you know.
Big Kaz is a tall too, but I was thinking about Simon Gotch.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was still the shorter one. Yeah, I guess.
But you know what's crazy though? Mr. Fuji was 6'1", X-Pac was 6'1", Chris Paul is like 6'3". Like a lot of these people who look short are fucking giants compared to us.
Yeah, it's just that their body wise is just smaller compared to the muscular shit that we normally see, or even like the big guys like Keith Lee. Yeah. I don't know.
Anytime, Antonio. What you say, Shaw?
Let me get a swig.
Oh, we want some Jameson.
That's right. Wait.
Appreciate that, birthday girl.
I still can't get that. Here we go. Be like Gigi.
There you go, Show. Be like Gigi.
Gigi doesn't kill people.
Hell nah. I like my
allegedly.
I don't kill people. But if you fuck with me before coffee,
she might. She has a very specific set of skills before coffee.
The possibilities are endless. You know, I mean,
I don't kill people and get caught. That's what she said.
Yeah, she's like she hasn't been caught yet. It's not cheating if you don't get caught. No, yeah. I mean, you know what the problem is with that whole shit is like. I remember when they used to do shit like that to the neck or the throat. They were out for months, and that was a serious injury. Yep. Now they're doing that to Bianca, and she's out for a week. It's like, are you bionic? Like, you had a big ass steroid scandal, and we all know steroids are used for healing. Also, why are these girls coming back from almost like a broken fucking neck in a week? Especially after we just seen Big E get fucking spiked on his head.
You know what's crazy? Big E recoup time seems like the same shit you was talking, kind of short. He's only going to be out for 3 months.
No, he is not, Show. Oh. That man is going to be out for more than 3 months.
Okay, I thought that's why
nothing, no joint. He doesn't have to have surgery. That's the most important thing. He doesn't have to have surgery, and the fact that it was shy away from basically ending his life is probably one of the most scariest things. That man will return in the ring, but not in 3 months. Right. Not in 3 months at all. That man would make, if anything, a Royal Rumble return, if anything. But that's even like the way this year is going. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm about to blink and it's going to be April.
Yeah.
Next week we're 4 months in, and it doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
Like I am looking at the comments, like who's ready for WrestleMania? Because I'm not wrestling. It doesn't feel like it's WrestleMania week.
Nope.
It is.
All right. Well, not this week. Next week.
Next weekend is WrestleMania.
Next weekend is WrestleMania, but it for the people, the only people that's gonna feel like, oh my God, WrestleMania, are the people that are going to be there for the whole week. Because literally WWE puts on a show every fucking day of the week up to WrestleMania, especially when you have WrestleMania Access, especially when you have WrestleCon, especially when you have different WWE superstars going to different spots like a GameStop or any of their promoters, sponsors, or whatever shit that they got going on. Any sponsors that WWE has, where certain companies, they are sending someone over every day if they can, in different locations, if possible, because that's how they mark it out to the locals.
Yeah.
And everybody is already on their way to Dallas, getting ready for Dallas, packing up for Dallas. people are going to see Stone Cold. I know Kenny is going to see Stone Cold, or he did, right?
No,
he's going to.
Yeah, he's going to.
Where
I
next
think
week?
He's going
next
to.
week. Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go. You know, so there's a lot of events like that that's just going around that is part of WWE's WrestleMania show. And there's a lot of shit that's going on that's not part of the WrestleMania show.
Yeah. Isn't there a House of Glory event going on, or one of the another event happening during Access or some shit?
I know there's WrestleCon for sure. As for another wrestling promotion that's around there, I'm unaware because I don't live there, so therefore I don't care.
I think I was thinking of WrestleCon because I know Kenny was talking about don't go to the All Access, go to someplace else because that shit sucks or something.
Yeah, All Access is very commercial. You got to think about it that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's WWE. It's going to be commercial. The most fun you're going to have are the non-commercial wrestling events where it's just very chill. And, you know, you're going to have your smarks and marks and all over the place because that's wrestling fans all around the world. But, yeah, no, it's just... you have your WWE Access, and then you have like pretty much your indies events that's going around, and that's pretty much, and that's going to be like the whole week. It's just going to be a whole vibe for that whole week. I'm not enjoying this WrestleMania card. I think it's trash.
Yeah, it's sad when Pat McAfee's making the most rumbling the week before WrestleMania.
You know what? Yeah, and. It, you know, some people say, "Oh, you just look at that. You have to be somebody on the commentary to get a WrestleMania match."
Yeah,
maybe, but let's not forget that Pat McAfee also fought Adam Cole in Undisputed Era, and they put one hell of a match.
Yep.
At War Games.
Yeah,
and he was actually fucking good. He actually fucking, I think, jumped on from the top of the cage.
I believe so. Yeah.
He took a dive. He was like, "Fuck it, He did one of those crazy dives, like, you know,
he did one of those catch me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he has a ring in where he does the podcast in that building. He has his own personal ring.
Wrestling ring. Yeah.
Which is kind of dope. And he seems like the only one showing personality too. Like, don't get me wrong, Kevin Owens is excluded from what I just said because Kevin Owens always does his thing. But he's like the only one putting in energy. Even like fucking Austin Theory is like on 4. You know? Austin Theory's not acting like he's getting a WrestleMania moment.
Austin Theory is Tyler Breeze 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing too much with the selfies, and that is just giving me too much of Tyler Breeze. And if you're just gonna be a man of the selfies, give me Tyler Breeze. Because I would rather take the Prince of Pretty than Austin Theory's.
Seriously.
And that's not just being because you know whatever I seen both of them wrestle. I love the way Tyler Breeze wrestles.
Yeah, yeah.
I think him and Austin Theory would have a great match together. But the thing is that you have to live up to the gimmick, right? And then when you put Tyler Breeze with Fandango, they were not supposed to work, and they made that shit work.
Yep.
And that was that was not to say so much of a threat, but in a way it was a threat to the other tag teams, especially when you have a tag team like New Day, because they're just being their fun and their goofy selves.
Yeah.
And then you have the fashion police here, right? Of what was it? Breezango, right?
Yes.
Breezango. That was by far the most clever fucking name you can combine together. And then they fucking ran with it, and they looked like they were having fun, but they kept booking them to job.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it almost seems like you don't have to get your gimmick over with the crowd. You have to get your gimmick over with Vince, because if he doesn't get it, it doesn't matter how much like the
The
people
crowd
cheer
will like
you,
it.
he's
Yeah.
gonna shut it down. Because I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure he's getting a fucking a world of a time with this 24/7 shit. Like, he probably laughing his ass off, farting in bathtubs and shit with the 24/7 shit. Because I'm getting tired. Like, I'm more interested in Tamina than anything else in that whole 24/7 shit. Because this is the most personality we're
I
seeing
love.
out of Tamina.
I lost all interest in that, and I'm just looking at Pro's comment. Pat McAfee, Logan Paul, and Johnny Knoxville. 3 celebrities on between 2 nights of WrestleMania. We're getting celebrities, non-professional wrestlers or sports entertainers. Pat McAfee, I wouldn't say he's not so much of a sports entertainer. I feel like he is compared to Logan and Johnny. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
However, you have 3 guys that are 2 that are definitely not in your company, 1 that is, and they're getting a WrestleMania match. But where's Ricochet?
Nowhere to be seen.
Isn't he a champion?
Yeah, he's the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah.
Yeah, are we sure about that? Because it don't seem like it. It don't feel like it.
Yeah.
It definitely don't feel like it at all. We got Cody Rhodes. We got Cody Rhodes, who has been shit talking to the company or whatever. Cody Rhodes should definitely miss this WrestleMania moment, but I guess you had to have that in the contract because it's WrestleMania.
Yep.
He's getting a WrestleMania moment. Where's Ricochet?
Nowhere to be seen.
Where's my champion? Where's my champion?
Where's Finn Balor?
Where's Finn? Where's Finn? What happened to him?
Where's Drew McIntyre? Is he fighting?
Man, fuck that nigga.
I think. Isn't Drew McIntyre injured?
I believe he is injured. Yeah. But there's no real good. But there's no real good storylines anyway with Drew McIntyre. Yeah. Like, to be honest, whether he's injured or not, there's no real good stories with him. Sometimes I wish that WWE were to give some of their main wrestlers, a 2-week break. You don't see them for 2 weeks. Let them refresh. Let them whatever. I understand you need to run a story, but even when you give them a 2-week rest break period, you give other superstars a chance to tell a story.
Yeah.
And it's like we're not letting them rest on what we've heard from hundreds and hundreds of WWE former employees, that their schedule is pretty fucking ridiculous.
CM Punk left because of the schedule and him not being able to heal. He keeps saying he was physically sick in the WWE. Like, he had the staph infection, he had the injuries, he never healed himself, and it's the fear of if I'm not on TV, they're gonna forget me. But everyone also forgets the whole, absence makes the heart grow fonder. How many people pop for people who return, no matter who it is, bad guy, good guy, whatever. If somebody's returning, oh my God, they're back. You know what I'm saying? Except for Cody Rhodes, I don't think he's gonna get the pop. But
he's gonna get a pop, but he's not. You know what the thing is? It has to be like a meter for this shit. No, because it's for real. Because overall, at WrestleMania, no matter who it is, because it's somebody that the crowd doesn't know that's going to be there, or even possibly know that's going to be there and they're excited because they want to see them, there's going to be a pop, because it is the stupendous WrestleMania of them all.
The most stupendous.
The most stupendous.
Like, we had stupendous ones before.
Stupid.
Are we finally getting Veer WrestleMania?
No, the Monday
No,
after WrestleMania, we're getting
no.
Veer.
April 4th. We have a date now. We have a date
Yeah.
on April 4th.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna do the Christian. You know, come in, look at the crowd, and walk away. Or was that Jericho? Jericho did that too. No, Jericho was the one that did that.
Yeah.
Jericho did that. He came back. Everybody was excited. He grabbed the mic, put it down. He's like, "Yeah, baby," and then he just kept walking.
Yep.
No fucking promo. Saying
that was
nothing.
when he was supposed to save us.
Right. Saying nothing. Veer.
Yeah.
We waited for you this long on Monday. We don't want to hear you. Just grab the mic, nod your head, and then walk right back to the curtain.
Yep. You know what I would do with Veer? I would make him the 24/7 champion. First night back. And then they could say Veer is coming 24/7. There you go.
Oh
it
my
writes
God,
itself.
that's so good. That's so
It
good.
writes itself.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That's it. We just put Veer over.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That is funny. Oh man. That's
just put
fucking
Veer over.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yo.
man.
Fucking Veer.
Shit.
See, again, we said it. If Veer wasn't gonna come for a Royal Rumble, he's either gonna come right before WrestleMania or the Raw after Mania.
Yep.
And they put the date. It's
Yeah,
the
they
Raw. Yep. And they shouldn't have. They really should. They should have left that as a surprise. I'm really hoping that there is a genuine surprise where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping for
The
that.
last time that we all got that was when the Hardys came out for WrestleMania.
Yep.
Oh, that was
everything else was just fucking predictable.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question, and this might sound weird as fuck coming from me, but let's say, because the WWE's been like leaning in towards the whole Cody Rhodes shit, right? Seth Rollins actually mentioned them just being rumors when the fans started chanting for Cody Rhodes on Raw. He's like, rumors are great, but he mentioned something else. Like he just, like dismissed the rumors. Imagine Seth Rollins is out and somebody's about to come out and everybody's like, Cody, Cody, and you just hear, it's a new, and Cena comes out.
Coming from you, bro.
The ultimate swerve that I think I would just die laughing and I would just applaud and be like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Toe is heated. Let's fucking go. And I'll still sing the song. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. This guy is great though. John Cena sucks. So it's just fun. If you go to a live event and it's a WWE live event and they're fucking promoting the shit out of John Cena, you are singing the song John Cena sucks.
Oh yeah.
Just like when Kurt Angle comes out and we chant, you suck.
Yep.
You suck. But now it's like he's leading it. And it's like, don't lead it. Let us lead it.
Yeah. You know that because there's an MMA fighter called Colby Covington. He comes out to Kurt Angle's song. And the fans, when that part comes up, do the you suck. And it's like that's part of the song now. That is legit part of the song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's dope though.
Show, what would you think when you see fucking Cena coming out instead of a Cody?
I honestly, I love surprises. I am like you, don't hate the man, so I would be happy. A John Cena, a Rock, something surprising, something good. A Batista would be dope. Just to hear the music of somebody you didn't read up online, you didn't see on the internet, you didn't hear from nobody. Like total surprise. Like, oh shit. Like when CM Punk came out, was it a surprise? It was one of them. One of them came out. I was like, oh shit. Oh, Adam Cole. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
Adam Cole was a huge
What
surprise.
the fuck? And that's the feeling I want. That's the feeling they need to get back. Like that. Whoa, what the fuck? This is WrestleMania. I'll remember this. This is something
Yeah.
I could talk about for years.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who comes back.
It does. It can't just be somebody low tier. It has
Like,
to be somebody awesome. The Rock, WrestleMania, where John Cena, 3 people: The Rock, John Cena, Batista. I can't really think of anybody else that'll make an impact like that.
so you wouldn't want Jinder Mahal to come back at WrestleMania and beat up Seth Rollins?
I never liked Jinder Mahal, to be honest. I would prefer Veer.
Don't
You
hinder the
imagine Veer
ginger.
came out and gave you the fake, he's coming out the door, and then the
Yo,
Veer is here.
if Veer came out instead of for Cody, I think that would be a huge pop. That might be a bigger pop than if Cody actually came out. Because it's like, Veer's here! And the announcers would have something to say, and I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins would sell the shit out of it. Because, despite what we say
Oh,
about Seth Rollins is a fucking good in-ring performer.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's a good fella.
He had his mistakes, almost
Yeah.
fucking ending the career of Sting and
Ruining
Finn
Finn Balor.
Balor.
Yeah.
First title reign. We,
Yep.
wish for misfortunate, shit
Yep.
happens. But he's a great performer overall. He can sell any one of us if we try to throw him.
Yep.
And shout outs to that leprechaun, the Jimmy Fallon show. That took the curse
That
on.
was good.
That was
a great
that shit was good. You can tell he was having fun. He was like, I'll fucking be this character, sure. For me, great. Fuck you. Curb stop and still laughing crazy along the way. Yeah, word. Give me Veer. Give me Veer over Cody. Hell yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Leaving AEW that we don't know about. Like, you imagine a Chris Jericho type just coming up. Well, I'm not saying Chris Jericho, but
No. Yeah. Like a Kenny Omega type shit?
Yeah. You imagine we haven't seen him in 2 months. Kenny Omega music drop. Oh my goodness.
That would be crazy.
Thing. They don't want him in WWE.
He doesn't want to be with WWE. I think he turned it down. I heard it.
He did like 3. Kenny Omega, didn't he turn down the WWE at least like twice?
Yeah,
they turned him down.
Oh, I thought it was him.
I know Okada turned down the WWE. They gave him a huge deal, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not coming."
Yes. Kenny Omega was he did some tryouts, and they were like, "No." I know that for sure. Him coming from Japan to here, I don't think they were really that interested in Kenny Omega. But I know that he tried out, but I know he worked for them at one point.
Yeah. This was early in his career, though. This is when he was still, like a little baby in the game.
A young boy.
Yeah, word.
He was a young boy.
People in the chat, who would you rather see come out, Veer or Cody for WrestleMania?
Vote right now. We want to see this. And while you're voting, if you haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, share it to your other friends, but let us know what your vote is, Cody or Veer. We need to know these things. So Kenny Omega spent some time with WWE, but he never made it to the main roster.
Okay. When was this? Do they have a year for when that was?
He signed a development contract with the company in 2005.
Okay. Yeah, that was 17 years ago.
Yeah, that's a
Holy
whole
shit.
child. Whole
Yeah,
child
man.
ago.
Word. That's like one more year, no more child support.
Or
Yeah.
a whole
So
high school.
I'm reading on this. Omega requested his release from his WWE contract.
Okay.
So in his early years, he requested it.
Yeah.
He has never returned to Vince McMahon's promotions, though he has reportedly received several contract offers. So yeah, there it goes. So they I guess they wanted him. I guess you're right. They turned him down and shit like that. But I thought it was the other way around. For
I
a
mean,
moment,
they probably
they probably did. At like I know.
Yeah.
The news goes back and forth so much where they offer people contracts and then they don't fill them at the moment, but then they're gonna fill them again later.
They could
Like
have
what they
offered
did to
them.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, true. They could have offered him the contract just to like prevent him from going to another company. You know, because I know they do that to a lot of wrestlers. They'll like when NXT was there, they offered a lot of money to the independent people, so that way they won't go to ROH or AEW when they first started. Because remember, they hired a lot of people when AEW was first being built. I'm pretty sure the same people that got released after their contracts was up. Because they do that. They'll play that fucking game because they don't really want the smoke when it comes to head-to-head wrestling. And I was listening to a little snippet of Ricochet doing a podcast, and Ricochet's like, "Yo, Cedric Alexander, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, like he named a whole. He's like, you could put a list out there, and Ricochet wrestles him at WrestleMania. It'll be a good match because we have some of the best guys in here. And the problem is they have some of the best guys in WWE, and they're not doing shit with them. And it's because so that way they don't go somewhere else. And the proof is in the pudding with Keith Lee and the Undisputed Era and Bryan Danielson and Moxley and everybody that went somewhere else and now they're huge. Ali Ali, he mentioned Ali also.
Word.
What if Ali returns? Who do you think will get who do you think will get a bigger pop? Veer or Ali?
Veer. Because Ali feels like he's too not to say he's too outspoken. I don't know how to say it. Veer has been this person we've been waiting for months and months and months and months. Ali, if we see Ali working, we're thinking either A, he's being forced to work, right? Yeah. And he's just doing it because WWE said so. Even though I feel like they can do that now, but when push comes to shove, you know what I'm saying? It would be a breaking point. And it is not really going to be off of his free willing to do. So if Ali comes back, we're all just going to look at this guy like, okay, either they came to an agreement or he's just pretty much, not to say being threatened, but at the point where it's like, well, this is what I have to do for the rest of my contract. I have to fight this many days off of my contract, or they can, try to sue me. Like, like a record deal company. Like, I got to make this many albums in order for me to jump off your dick and just be on my own shit.
Yep.
I'm thinking it could be something like that. I can take all the time off, but then you don't, what they don't want to do is they don't want to put Ali in front of a camera. Because even though they won't give him a mic, he can possibly take a mic. They can mute him like they did with CM Punk and other people. Yeah. But then you still have the camera in his face in a wrestling match, and he can like legit say everything that he wants to say, and they don't want to take that risk. I would pop if Ali came out just to hear him talk his shit, but they will try to silence him like they did with other wrestlers.
Yeah.
So, I'll take Veer because if I see Ali, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you didn't want to do this. There's a gun pointed to your fucking head, nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't want to be here. Damn. They got you. They got you,
Word.
homie. They got you.
Word.
I got somebody to add to that list.
Who?
What if the theme music dropped? It's Sister Abigail. Bring back.
For Rollins? I mean, they already had that. Wait,
Bray
well,
Wyatt.
first, he does have to get revenge for getting himself, like, for Rollins hitting him with the hammer and the Hell in a Cell and getting disqualified. Like, he has to get revenge for that, apparently. So I can see the Fiend coming out against Rollins.
Why he signed it? He was showing his face recently, I heard. Finally. Like he took a picture with the guy.
Didn't he? Wasn't he at WrestleCon or some type of wrestling event? I don't know. I keep saying WrestleCon because that's the only thing that pops in my head.
Yeah,
but I feel like they have multiple events throughout the different states and whatnot.
Yeah, the same one that Trish Stratus was on. I think Kenny went to that.
He's making appearances again. Okay.
He wants to pursue other options besides wrestling. And there was rumors that there was a rumor saying that Dana Brooke was going to join Bray Wyatt, and she was going to be called the Sheen. It's the female version of the Sheen.
The vagine.
But then somebody posted that up. Oh, this was going to be the storyline, and then he responded back. That's only for the video game. That was never a real storyline. That was only for a video game. Oh shit!
And it sucks because did you break it?
No, I didn't break it.
All right, because I was gonna say you called it earlier. When you first got it, you was like, "Watch, I'm gonna fucking drop some shit." You called it. So
well, I did drop it, but it didn't break.
All right,
I did drop it, so technically I wasn't wrong. All right, no, it fell out of my hand. It did a spinneroonie in the air, did a 450 splash right onto my little wrestling buddy Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, see, we saved it. There you go.
We saved
multiple uses for Eddie.
It was so funny. It landed like side up, like, hey, here's your last notification. And it says AEW that Thunder Rosa dirty. That's exactly where it landed too.
Holy shit. Okay. You really need to see that one.
All right. You right? Oh, man. Top WWE suffers minor injury. Oh, wait. Who suffered a minor injury? Oh, Ronda Rousey. It's okay.
Yeah, she don't need to be there anyway. So do you think they're going to keep... Yeah, I mean, it's worth saying again. She doesn't need to be... I don't know why she's at WrestleMania. Yo, the celebrity list pro updated. Ronda Rousey's on that list. Paul McAfee, Logan Paul, Johnny Knoxville, Ronda Rousey.
So Logan Paul is going to be teaming up with The Miz. And they are going up against who?
The Mysterios.
The Mysterios.
And on Monday, The Miz stole Ray's mask. So there's going to be Ray versus The Miz on Monday. Yo, Monday Night Raw is going to be WrestleMania night 0.5. Because all the it's going to be a 4-on-4 match for the Divas, for the women's tag team match. Is going to be the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and Sasha and Naomi versus the tag team champions and Shayna Baszler and Natalya in the 4-on-4 match. Then it's going to be The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. Goldberg, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are supposed to be on Raw. And
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are going to be on Raw, even though because Brock Lesnar is the champion of Raw.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. So So do
I
we
know-
see Brock Lesnar winning it, or do we see the Tribal Chief winning it?
Brock Lesnar is only signed for like a year, so I'm going Tribal Chief.
You know what's crazy? I want the Tribal Chief to win, but I have this fear that he's gonna win off of some bullshit.
He
Like
always
Paul
we're
wins.
not,
Heyman doing
but
a
we're not.
turn.
Yeah, we're not gonna get like a definitive end to this fucking storyline. Like, all right, we gave you WrestleMania, we gave it to you. End this shit already, please. If you guys are sick and tired of seeing Goldberg out there, I'm sick of Brock versus Roman. Like, please. I understand there is literally no one else for Roman to wrestle.
Or Brock.
Yeah, but I'm tired of this. Every WrestleMania for the past 27 WrestleManias has been Brock versus Roman.
I'm
Yo,
still waiting
you
for
wanna-
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley is supposed to go up against Omos.
Which is stupid.
Ew,
Yeah.
that's gonna
Which,
be
I
terrible.
I mean, there's a lot of things. So ready? Brock Lesnar can go up against Omos and put Omos over without having to put him over. You know what I mean? Because it's Brock Lesnar,
Yep.
so Brock Lesnar must win. But he can. This is the best thing about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, if he wants to go ahead and sell for you, he will sell for you.
Yes.
He shows good sportsmanship in that way. And reading more stories now about him being backstage and how helpful he's been and really been watching shit and stuff. It's like, wow, okay, he actually does care about a business. Like, he cares about this. It's not just all, he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He gives a shit when there's money involved. And who wouldn't give a shit if there's money involved? But you can tell now that Brock Lesnar, out of all the years we've ever seen Brock Lesnar be in WWE, this is probably the most fun he's had in WWE.
Oh yeah. He mentioned that.
The
He
last
mentioned
time we've seen this much out of Brock Lesnar having this much fun is when he won Money in the Bank and he's coming out to it like a fucking boombox. And that shit had me, that's iconic.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time I think we actually got a glimpse of Brock Lesnar being silly.
Yep.
But silly where we're like, we'll laugh with you. We ain't laughing against you because we know what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
Right?
It's Debo. You don't
Like,
laugh at
like, yo,
Debo.
where you laugh with them. Hey, you smiling? I'ma smile too. You stop smiling? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, word. It's like, when you leave, I'm gonna talk shit. But when you come back, I'm gonna be quiet. But when you leave again, I'm gonna keep talking this shit. You know? But yeah, no, I get it. And he said on the Pat McAfee show, he's like, his like the mental aspect of how to perform and all that stuff. It grown so much that he realized that now he can have fun with it because it's muscle memory pretty much. And the biggest thing is that he doesn't dislike people. It's just when he performs in front of so many people, he gets so much anxiety that he needs to be away from people. Which I'm sitting like, yo, you must hide that shit well because it looked like you meant to be out there. Not once have I ever seen him anxious around, like in the ring. It looked like he was meant to be in that fucking ring.
Now I'm like really thinking about it. The only time we'll probably see him ever anxious is when he yells.
Yeah.
With that high pitch.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. That's funny. He had to get it out of his system, and because of a move it happened, fuck it. Oh shit. That's funny.
I got something I want to see from him. It's WrestleMania. I want to see him try that moonsault again.
No shit. He had a serious concussion after that shooting star press.
Mm-hmm.
And Kurt Angle gave him so much shit for that too.
Yeah. The one thing he did not need to do. And
there's things that he knows he can physically do. Not to say he can't physically do a moonsault.
Yeah.
But in this day and age and where he's at physically and everything, This man is not made to fly.
Nope.
This man is just there to knock your ass out cold.
Yeah.
But you
Alright.
imagine him beating the tribal chief
You know,
with a moonsault press? Phew.
My man, Roman Reigns does not even do shit like that. If anything, he just this man just runs around the ring and then kicks up. All right, he doesn't fly; he glides. There's a difference. Okay,
yeah.
Roman Reigns doesn't fly like that. You don't see him going up to the top of the ropes like his fucking cousins do and doing the fucking like just an amazing fucking airdrop that they can fucking do and shit like that. He's not catching. Roman Reigns is not catching airtime. The only airtime he's catching is when he's throwing a fucking spear.
Yeah. Or the Superman punch.
Oh, the Superman punch, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which it should be more called the Jordan punch because he looks like he's doing the Jordan logo right before he throws that punch. Because my man be doing some extra shit with that shit. I'm not gonna. It's a beautiful fucking move, but he be doing some extra shit.
So yeah, I mean Brock. You imagine Brock winning both titles with his moonsault?
Yes.
Well, no. All right, so it's a shooting star press. So
it's a shooting star press.
My bad.
Yeah, no. Just
it's not a ISI or whatever it's called.
No. It's a shooting star press. And I think he said, I don't know who it was, but somebody went up to him and was like, "Bro, you're like 6'8", like 6'6". 350 pounds solid muscle. You can run a 40-yard dash in like 3 seconds. You're a freak athlete already. You don't need to jump off the top rope. It's like that shit is unnecessary. It's hard enough that you're faster than our cruiserweights at the shit you're in. Don't ever do that shit again. I think it was Pat Patterson or somebody when I was like, don't ever try that shit again. You don't need to do it. You're already a freak athlete. You impress people with what you do already. Don't jump off the top rope again. And then I think and he never tried it again. But he did successfully do that shit in OVW when he was with Shelton Benjamin. There's like tapes of him actually doing the shooting star press. Phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But they were like, nah, bro, you're a fucking monster. Don't do this shit.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. Fuck you.
Shit. Yeah, and then we're gonna see another Biggie in the middle of the ring.
God forbid. Damn.
Yeah, man. Believe me, that's the last thing I want to fucking see. That's the last thing I want to
Reigns really doesn't do anything. He's boring in the ring. Wow, pro, tell us how you really feel.
Word, right? Don't hold back now.
Why you coming for my tribal chief, bro? What's going on, man?
Word. My man Pro said, fuck your dreams.
It's time for him to lose. It's been 560 days. Come on.
You know what's crazy, Show? It would be like, just think about it, Show. Kofi Kingston, Biggie Langston, Bobby Lashley, and now Roman Reigns are all champions we want to see, and Brock Lesnar ends their reign. Like, Brock Lesnar is just destroying their reign. Don't get me wrong, Roman Reigns has had a longer title run than all of their title runs combined, times 2, and added 15 more months. But I'm just saying, it's like, Roman Reigns is the future of this business. Let him lose it to someone who's supposed to be the next future. Now it's time to build. Now let's build a future.
Now we have to pass the torch.
Yeah.
Eventually. And we did it with Cena. Cena passed the torch. Cena is is a semi-boss level. Well, not really, because they gave him Goldberg, didn't they? Unfortunately, did we have Goldberg with Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Right.
At the Blood in the Sand.
Right. At that house show.
Yeah. They were supposed to have Goldberg versus Reigns during the COVID WrestleMania, but then Reigns was like, "Nah, I'm not getting sick for nobody."
Yeah. No. Thank you, Roman.
Word.
Especially with his health.
Oh yeah.
You know, we ain't risking that. Nah. Oh, that shit was not cool. Nonetheless, you had your Goldberg. You have your John Cena. Okay, you beat so far 2. We got to go for the 3rd. We got to go for the kill. We
Yeah.
aim for the beast.
All right. Can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Brock Lesnar broke the Undertaker streak, 21 WrestleMania.
Yep.
You could call him the streak breaker. I mean, there's a legend killer, streak breaker. This is the perfect guy to break the streak. Gets both titles, and guess who he could drop it to? My man with the concussion that's gonna come back, and we can see our match. My boy, the Almighty. Here you go, both titles.
All of a sudden, he's your boy.
Listen, it took me time.
I remember yelling at you, show. I remember yelling at you about Bobby Lashley. Now all of a sudden he's your boy. You know what? I'll let you rock. I'll let you rock with it.
He don't even got a title, so I'm not, it's not like a bandwagon.
Yeah, nah. Hey, you finally open up your eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
But that storyline right there is not bad.
It's not, but you got to do it. Like, I don't.
This is the thing.
Lay's in the building, everybody.
You're full of shit, Joe.
You're full of shit, Joe. That's what Lay said. You're full of shit.
This is what you came in. You don't say good morning, good afternoon.
No, straight to the point. You're full of shit.
I like it. That's late. I wouldn't expect nothing different.
Word.
Oh wow.
He was probably listening this whole time, and the minute you started talking, he's like, "No. You're full of shit, Joe."
You're fired.
Yo, that's
man,
wild.
yeah.
But
if that's what they're gonna do, that would be awesome. But I don't see them doing that.
You think they're gonna give the belt to Brock?
I mean, I don't see anybody dropping it to Bobby.
Who do you see the belt coming off? Like, who do you see dethroning? Let's just say, all right, Brock Lesnar dethrones fucking Roman Reigns. Now Brock Lesnar's the champion. Who takes the belt from Brock Lesnar?
The way it's been
Let's
going.
Let's be real,
No,
because we have to think about Lesnar's gonna drop the title anyway. That his title reigns never last long.
I think the way they've been building him up, Drew McIntyre.
He's injured, no?
Yeah, but by the time they actually let Brock drop those titles, he'll be back
in a timely fashion. But what happens if Brock was like, "Nah, I don't want to. Let's drop the titles now. I want to go on vacation." Who would be next?
Then Roman, like they're gonna go Roman again. In all honesty, there's no one that they built up. Like they'll do it quick and all that other shit, but Bobby, they made Bobby a transitional champion for Brock Lesnar.
You have a feud with. You can go back and revisit the feud with Seth Rollins, but I think his hands would be a little bit too tied with Cody. But that would make. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Rollins comes out. It's him and Brock Lesnar, knowing that we're in the storyline, right?
Yeah.
Of Cody Rhodes in here. Cody Rhodes comes in. Nope. Even though it will just say Cody Rhodes won the match, he's just gonna be spiteful and be like, nope, just to fuck with him. And then he has a stare down with Brock Lesnar, and then Brock Lesnar S5s him, and all of us rejoice. How good would we feel about that?
He F5's Cody or he F5's Rollins?
He can do both.
Yeah, we'll feel good about both of them. We'll feel good about both of them.
We'll just say both. We'll have that, and then it's just like this asshole. And Brock Lesnar continues to walk away. But I
honestly think if it's not gonna be Drew McIntyre, then they're probably gonna do some bullshit triple threat match where both titles gonna be defended and he's gonna lose them to separate people, like they did Rob Van Dam, like they did with Kurt Angle and the Euro Continental Championship. You know, like they'll probably do some bullshit where he loses both titles to different people, and now it's like, all right, we're just gonna run with having two separate champions again. Because
Braun Breaker comes out to face Roman. Braun Breaker.
Yo, bro.
You're forgetting an extra K over here, baby.
Word.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there's 2 Ks and the third one's silent. You know, bro. Come on, bro. You know better than that. No, but yeah. They haven't built anybody to be like
and to make to kind of circle and piggyback off Pro, then that's what you think you would bring up somebody from NXT. You get your Braun Breaker.
That would have been perfect for Keith Lee.
You get the Oos. We get the final Oos.
Yeah.
Make the family strong. You know?
Yeah.
That we had to teach the youngin.
Yeah.
You know, bring him into the shit.
Tommaso Ciampa. You bring him
Tommaso Ciampa. Well, he's already slowly coming on Raw all the time. And now Ziggler is going to be on NXT all the time for the time being, since he's the champion. It's weird. There's a lot of weird things going on. And there was rumored to be that Alexa Bliss would like a run for the NXT women's title, because that's the only title she hasn't really held.
Yeah.
She's held the Raw, the SmackDown, the women's tag team, and for the women's title reigns in all of WWE, NXT would be it.
Yeah, no, NXT would be the last belt. Because the only women that held all the titles would be Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky, right? Because Becky wasn't a women's tag team champion yet. And Asuka. Yeah.
Asuka for sure. But I'm trying to think. Asuka was a women's champion on both. I know she was Raw women's champion.
She won.
She ever SmackDown?
She won the SmackDown title at on the ladder match.
That's right.
Yeah.
NXT would be the first belt. Yeah. And it's crazy because that's the only title belt that Alexa Bliss never held. It would be the NXT women's title.
Yep. I mean, her and Mandy could have a good storyline. You know, especially with her being like psycho and shit. And then you involve Gigi. I don't know the other girl's name. I only know her name because it's your name. So you know,
Gigi Dolan.
Yeah.
And
it's very hard to forget her when she has the same name as you do. So
Toxic Attraction.
Young talent like Dolph Ziggler. No, but yeah,
JC Jane.
JC Jane and Gigi and Mandy Rose with Alexa Bliss. I
have a great picture of them. Shout out to Purple's Best Wishes, my boy Bosch, for sending me the pictures. That shit is fucking hilarious. It would definitely be my next following meme. I'm still slowly putting things back up, y'all.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, man. Slowly building it up. Thank you for all those who followed, who shared, who liked, who comment. I appreciate you. This slow build up, it sucks, but you know, we gonna get there. We gonna get back up there.
Yep.
And it is what it is. It's a lot of fun stuff coming along the way. Oh shit. I'm excited. But yeah, to see Alexa Bliss back in NXT and have a storyline with Mandy, that's dope. Yeah. She would probably, being that, you know, everybody's in a team, I can see her somehow in a team with Dakota Kai.
I can see, because Dakota Kai is going crazy now also.
Yeah, pretty much. And Wendy Cho, because she's just, you know, there for the time being. If we're doing it for the meeting.
That's the chick that's sleepy. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
I
can see that.
I can resonate with her. Like I get
Yeah.
it. I just want to sleep all the time.
So
I
you
want to
can,
I want to be in a onesie. I
yeah.
want to have my sleeping mask. I want to be able to have my little sippy cup.
You can have toxic attraction versus mental distraction.
Mental
They
distraction.
There you go. Perfect. It writes itself.
Yo.
The new War Games, right there. Boom. Writes itself. Writes itself. There you go. And I don't know what happened to show, but you know it's 12 o'clock already. This shit flew by. I don't know about you, G, but
Word. Candice LeRae never got the belt either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, because that was definitely mentioned that she never got the belt. But I don't see her staying, trying to get that belt right now. I think she's gonna book it to be with her husband, and they're just gonna figure this shit out.
Yep.
It's not what it used to be. And even though she never got the belt, I know she would probably be something that will always stick in the back of her mind. Like, damn, I never got that belt. I could have got the belt. She still became a women's tag team with Indy Hartwell. So she still held at least the titles. Right. So there was still a title that she held. She didn't hold the NXT women's title. And, if she leaves and she comes back, I'm pretty sure that if she doesn't, if they don't put her on the main roster, which is dumb, whatever. If they ever bring her back to NXT, that'll probably be her first priority.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. Because, the Poison Pixie deserves it.
Word. All right, everybody. On that note, it was a pleasure, Gigi. Happy birthday again.
Word.
The gifts you got were awesome. The Funko
Very
Pop.
awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yep. And hopefully that light works. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure you're gonna try it right after this, and it's gonna fucking work.
I gave up. I gave up. Although I'll probably try it tomorrow morning. So.
Right? It's probably gonna work afterwards, because that shit happens to me sometimes. It's like, fuck, man. But yeah, real quick, what is
this is where WWE stuff. After WrestleMania with Brock and Roman, they could have kept Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt in the world title picture. Absolutely.
Yes.
They fucked up a lot of things. They could have had Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar. Are you kidding me? I'll fucking pay to see that shit.
Two mastodons.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit, and Samoa Joe in the bloodline, or at least fighting the bloodline, because Samoa Joe is the last legitimate tough guy. I said it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And
he's
I
a
think
Samoan. His name is Joe, but he's not part of that dynasty.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, that would have been dope. You're right, Harris. But yeah, on that note, everybody, we gotta go to work tomorrow. Sadly,
right.
No,
not me. I'm off.
Oh, so I'm the only dickhead that's gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yes.
But if you haven't caught it, which I'm pretty sure you guys have, me and Kenny, we got Buff Bagwell interview. It's on both of our channels. Dope interview. Go check it out. We're gonna try to hopefully get him on the Wrestle with Knucklehead, so that way Gigi and Lay and Show can ask some questions and get to see that shit in person. Yes,
that would be very awesome.
Working on more people. That shit got me hyped. But on that note, everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood Knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.